What we thought was certain, what we thought was untouchable, fell. The impossible happened. Champions were tested, and some didn't survive. Moments that were supposed to define careers rewrote them. You felt it in every count, every gasp, every second where the outcome slipped away. And when it was over, nothing looked the same. New champions now stand at the top, but with gold comes pressure. Because the targets just got bigger, the expectations heavier, and the line behind them longer. Last night didn't settle anything. It created something. New rivalries, new grudges, new reasons to fight. Because in this business, you don't hold power, you defend it. And every decision, every victory has consequences. And now, the fallout begins. Because what started at Global Wars changed everything. And tonight, the consequences come due. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling presents Uprising.
And Don Cal is coming to you from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. The fallout of Global War, but tonight we rise, Don.
We definitely do. This is very exciting to be here with you at Uprising.
And what a night of action we have. We will crown an interim Canadian champion on the men's side, but tonight we're kicking things off with tag team action. Let's take it to Bobby Crew.
Your opening contest is a tag team match, set for one fall. Team number one first. Wrestling out of Victoria, British Columbia, weighing 224 pounds. He's representing MLP. Michael Allen Richard Clark.
A lot of names for a man with a lot of accolades, Don. We saw this man last night. Claims he's in the Canadian Push-Up Hall of Fame. Is that correct?
Of course it's correct. He's a legend here.
And the biceps, the striations, the vascularity give us every reason to believe that's true. Teaming, though, with this great veteran of the ring.
His partner, wrestling out of Dayton, Ohio, weighing 195 pounds. He's representing Wrestling Revolver, Jake Chris.
Jake Chris. A man who has found himself former X Division champion, tag team champion in many organizations. Forming, in my opinion, an unlikely duo. Reminds me of the great film, The Breakfast Club, Don, where you have kids from different groups and walks of life coming together here.
Yep, different asylums.
Yeah. And Chris and Clark will have their hands full tonight. They're going to try to ground this man.
Their opponents. First, wrestling out of Mexico City, Mexico, he is representing CMLL Mascara Dorada.
You talk about headline attractions, box office sensations. Mascara Dorada Don headlining CMLL cards, including a sold-out event where he challenged Bandito for the ROH World Championship in the main event.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bandito, and I'm not a fan of Dorada, but he is a great wrestler.
He certainly tested Hechicero, the CMLL World Champion, on many occasions, forming an interesting team in his own right with this exciting MLP star.
His partner, wrestling out of Punjab, India, weighing 230 pounds, he's representing MLP Bhupinder Gujjar.
Bhupinder Gujjar, one of my favorite names to say. Absolutely shredded. And we know that's not just for show, Don. What an athletic demonstration last night from this young man.
Tremendous athlete, got long limbs. That's a good sign of a great athletic prospect.
Bhupinder Gujjar coming to us via India, which we have athletes from 4 countries in this bout. Really highlights the international impact MLP has had, especially heading into the big television debut coming to TSN as announced last night.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about being on TSN. I mean, I'm on TSN every week for Dynamite, but now I'm going to be Mr. TSN because I'm going to be on 2 different shows, Riccaboni.
Well, the last time you had a Mr. and a television network in front of your name representing a network.
Careful.
Yeah, I don't know. Things are a little bit more stable now as they are then under the great leadership in both organizations. We're going to see some great talent here tonight.
Would you refer to me as Mr. TSN whenever we're on Canadian broadcast? Because I think I'm going to trademark that. Let me call Barry Bloom right now.
Wow. I trademarked the Riccabone Zone, so it's possible.
Riccabone Zone?
Yes,
That's actually super creepy, so please keep me out of the Riccabone Zone.
Well, there's a great fan in the audience here tonight with that.
Look at the physique.
Oh my goodness, just shredded and chiseled. Both these men look tremendous. Nice collar elbow time to start things off here. And what a night we have, Don. We're going to have the MLP Canadian Women's title on the line.
Yep.
We're going to crown an interim MLP Canadian Men's Champion. The brand new MLP Canadian Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers. Whoa! Defending those titles here tonight.
Listen, I think it's a travesty. I think Josh Alexander is so good, they should have just waited for him to come back from knee surgery and let him keep the title.
Up and over. Well, that's your opinion. Swing and a miss. Nice drop down. Well, you got to have your champion represented, especially heading into the big television deal. The first time a national promotion on Canadian television since 1989.
Who's your favorite Canadian wrestler?
Oh, my goodness. Putting me on the spot. I'd say Bret the Hitman Hart. But
what?
Yeah.
Really?
There's so many.
Not Josh Alexander, eh?
Well, Josh Alexander's
What about Don Leo Jonathan?
Don Leo Jonathan.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Mountain of a man.
You're so young.
The Mormon Giant, Don Leo Jonathan.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Good. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Michael Allen Richard Clark is a guy who he's got a massive ego, which is a good thing.
Is that right?
But sometimes an ego masks a lack of confidence. I think give this kid another 30, 40 matches, he's going to be in the championship picture, in my opinion.
Talking about tag made, great tag team wrestling. How about the Sharp Brothers, great Canadian team?
Yep.
Headlining all across the globe. And Mascara Dorada and Jake Christ. Jake Christ, an innovative high flyer from the United States.
Yeah, Jake Christ is a great all-around wrestler. The problem is he's a complete degenerate. He lives in Dayton, Ohio.
High-facing Dorada. Both these men can take to the sky here. Drop down, clothesline misses. Off the ropes. Beautiful Hurricane Rana, but cartwheeling out of it. Jake Christ here, going for a Hurricane Rana of his own. Oh, handspring. And Dorada off the ropes, looking for a hip toss. No, swing. Whoa!
Jake Christ smartly stepping out of bounds. You don't want to let Dorada get going, but watch out. He can hit you from any angle.
With great respect to Canadian stars like Billy Red Lions, Dino Bravo, I don't believe that they had the agility quite like Mascara Dorada, really taking it to the next level.
Reminds me of a whipper Billy Watson, perhaps.
There you go. A nice drop kick there. Really state-of-the-art wrestling we're seeing here. Mascara Dorada.
Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen.
It's a bit of a ring-a-ding-dong dandy in our opening contest.
I'll tell you this, I am a big fan of Bhupinder Gujjar.
And you'll see why here, diving. All 6'3" of him just.
He's got the kind of physique I look for in the Don Callis family.
Is that the only thing you mentioned last night? 6'2" or larger, or over. Chiseled physique.
32-inch waist.
You
know, nice hair.
Oh, very specific requirements.
I have some tweaks, you know, some little things you need to work through.
Well, tonight's opening contest brought to you by Sinclair College alumni. Saints forever as the tag is made. Bhupinder Gujjar. You see the vascularity, that musculature. And it's very functional, the athleticism we've seen on display, and just trying to keep Jake Crist off, you know, on the mat, off the top. Oh,
Bhupinder has perfect proportions. He's what we call in track and field split high. Same distance from the ground to the crotch and from the crotch to the top of the head.
Oh, big clothesline there. How are you measuring all these athletes, Don?
I eyeball it.
Oh, and look at that. Mr. Clark there, Michael Allen Richard Clark. Oh, look at the agility of Clark. And sending Bhupinder Gujjar back into the ring for Jake Crist to go to work.
Get him, Jake.
Oh, neck breaker there. The cover, 2.
Jake Crist is very technically sound, Ian.
He certainly is. Everything with purpose, even keeping Gujjar into the corner.
No wasted motion either.
No.
Deliberate, as they say.
And no wasted seconds either. As we take a look at this great sold-out crowd once again, back-to-back nights. Last night for Global Wars, tonight for Uprising. Tag is made. And to my knowledge, John, this is the first time that we're seeing Crist and Clark team together. It's like they've been teaming for years.
Well, I mean, Jake Crist is a veteran of tag team wrestling, so I think if you're Michael Allen Richard Clark, follow the strategy of Jake Crist. Jake Crist is going to look to cut the ring in half, and that's what they're doing here. A lot of quick tags as well.
Keeping his body in between Gujjar and Dorada, who he desperately needs to get to off the ropes. Oh, the big back elbow.
They clearly don't want anything to do with Mascara Dorada, and I understand why.
Absolutely. I mean, a headline attraction in CMLL. Cover here, leg hooked. Tune. Nothing wrong with that cover. Nice snug cover there by Clark. Dorada trying to get the crowd pumping here. Tag made, in comes Crist.
Notice everything is to their own corner.
Terrific game plan, and it really shows you why they have the advantage right now. Side Russian leg sweep. Back up. Ooh, into the... Wow, look at the submission.
Modified stump puller. Sugar hold, if you will.
And the fingers are locked for Crist. And Gujjar, ooh, had to slip out there. Tag made. Clark, Gujjar, almost
he stopped him. Gujjar's got those long arms. You got to be careful. Reach for that tag very easily.
And Michael Allen Richard Clark. Is he allowed to have 4 names? Look at this.
I just call it Mark.
I mean, the form is great, but we're not in a push-up match here. Whoa! Gujjar able to hit the Pele from the ground, the forearm shiver. And Gujjar, Don, you saw it. Gujjar looking for the tag, but no one there.
Right.
Whoa! Charging in, big boot. And Gujjar. Wow.
Nice athleticism by the young man.
Up to the top. Gujjar!
He needs a tag in the worst way.
The high cross body resets the bout. Looking for the desperately needed tag to Dorada. And it's Clark to Crist. Gujjar to Dorada. Here we go. Oh! Clothesline caught. The spinning kick rattles Clark. There's the clothesline there. Wow. Dorada, a one-man wrecking crew.
Good Lord.
Using Clark like a staircase into that Hurricane Rana.
Whoa, what the hell? Go on, Riccaboni, call that. I don't know what to say.
Twisting, springboard, tornado. And now it's Crist and Dorada. the back door.
You can't cover a veteran like Jake Chris like that.
And Donovan, there's the springboard, the twist, the tornado, the double wrist lock takeover. Clark's on the outside, tag me. And this could be a mistake, Don. I don't agree with tagging Gujar back in this quickly.
I agree.
Off the ropes, drop down. Gujar hits the knee, big kick. But Gujar maybe proving us wrong with a TKO. Adrenaline pumping, 2, go. You gotta wonder what kind of burst of energy and how long this will last for Gujar.
Jake Chris crawling towards the wrong corner.
Charging in, big boot. It's Chris unloading, series of kicks there. And the tag made to Clark. And this is what I worried about, Don. If Gujar didn't get the pin right away, put himself in danger. The most damaged man of the match. Wow. Cover here, great combination, 2. Devastating move, gets 2. And Gujar's in a bad way. I think back to that tag, Don. Oh,
He's a young guy, wants to prove himself. The best thing sometimes is to just tag your partner.
And charging in the forearm. Gujar. Oh, just yanking Clark. Looking for the TKO again. He caught it. This time on Clark.
Tag, for goodness sake. There you go.
Tag made. Mascara Dorada. Irish whips his own partner with a huge splash. Whoa, spinning splash from Dorada. Whoa.
What the hell was that? That was amazing.
Uh-oh. Whoa, high spine buster. Dorada. Where's Dorada going?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Right here on Maple Leaf Wrestling. Look at that spear.
And the cover. Bhupinder Gujar securing the victory for he and Mascara Dorada. Don, what a team, power and finesse.
I'm very impressed. Great international flavor to this team as well.
Oh, incredible. We had athletes from 4 different countries taking part in our opening bout. It was back and forth to start. High impact moves. Clark looked like he turned the tide by diving to the outside. But then we saw Gujar resetting the bout, that high cross body. Incredible melting moves. The double wrist lock takeover to Clark. I thought this was it here, though, as Gujar planted, but it was Dorada hitting the tornado. Gujar, who had tagged himself in once again, the legal man hitting that spear on Clark, getting the 1, 2, and 3. Gujar, Dorada victorious here tonight in our opener, Don.
Fantastic match. I absolutely loved watching that.
And what a night of action we have in store. That's just our opening bout, Don. What a contest that was.
That was amazing. I was so happy to see Mascara Dorada, and Gujar really is coming into his own here in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
And last night we made history. History beckons tonight as well at Uprising, as we will crown an interim MLP Canadian champion here tonight. 6 great athletes will meet in an elimination challenge match, entering 1 at a time. If you are pinned or submitted, you exit the match. The next competitor comes in. It's going to be a match that demands intensity and also stamina, Don. And on the women's side, we will see Giselle Shaw tangle with Deonna Purrazzo in a rematch from last night. This time, the MLP Canadian Women's title is on the line. Deonna leaned into the ROH Pure Rules last night. Will a traditional match benefit the MLP Canadian Women's Champion here tonight in Windsor? And then turning 1 day ahead on the calendar, the Good Brothers, they defend their newly won MLP Canadian Tag Team Championships against the upstart team of Sheldon Jean and Brent Banks. And right now, fans, I'm told Sam Latourna is standing by with the challengers who are pumped ahead of their tag team title contest tonight.
I'm joined now by Sheldon Jean, Brent Banks, and Bryce Hanson. Sheldon, Last night, the Good Brothers won the MLP Tag Team Championships, but tonight, 2 out of 3 of you have the opportunity to go head-to-head with them for those titles. So what are your thoughts following that match?
Samantha, there are 2 things I want you to know about me. Number 1, I am the best wrestler in Canada. Number 2, I don't discriminate. I love all of our international wrestlers, including the Good Brothers. So I want you guys to know that when you're on this side of the border, my side of the border, what's mine is yours. But it is still mine. My show, my country, our tag team titles. Speaking of the tag team titles, Bryce, do you want to inform Samantha on why we don't have them right now?
We lost.
We lost. That's what you got. We lost. Because you were real confident before the match yesterday. And now look at us, empty-handed and overlooked. But it's not all bad, Samantha. Luckily for us, the first faction has 3 members, which is why tonight, the new MLP Tag Team Champions will be the Sidewalk Savant, Sheldon Jean, and Brent Banks. In the meantime, Bryce, enjoy the show and cut your goddamn hair.
Are you okay?
Hey, how about you get out of here, okay? How about
Okay.
you just go, Sam? And how about you think about your outfit too while you're at it? How about you just get out?
So
You know, enjoy the
rude.
show, like Sheldon said. Come on, enjoy the show. And you, don't you see that we're trying to film something here? You really got to be doing that right now, bro. You really got to be doing that right now.
Sorry.
And hey, crew member, hey, buddy, how about you cut that hair? Hey, you, yeah, I'm talking to you. How about you turn around and you... I didn't mean... I didn't really...
Wow, what a mistake there from Bryce Hansen. Confidence from Jean and Banks heading into the tag title bout. Wow.
This is a mixed tag team match set for 1 fall. Team number 1 are representing MLP, Taylor Rising, and Chris Chambers.
Taylor Rising has to have the memory of a goldfish here tonight, Don, after that battle, that war against Athena for the ROH Women's World Championship last night at Global Wars. Has an opportunity to change her fortunes here tonight, teaming with Chris Chambers in this mixed tag team bout.
Their opponents, first, that's out of Indianapolis, Indiana. She's representing JCW, Big Al, Ellis Crowley.
I walked away very impressed last night with a number of athletes, Don. Perhaps no more impressed than with this competitor, the star from JCW, Big Al, Alice Crowley.
Her partner, wrestling out of The Keep, weighing 229 pounds. He's representing ROH and Dark Order, Evil Uno.
You know, since I've known Uno, I've always wanted to run him over with a car.
What? Excuse me?
Incredibly upsetting to me, ignorant, no class.
What about Evil Uno specifically?
He's a great wrestler, but he's a complete moron.
You want to hit him with a car, though?
I would run him over with a car, not just hit him, then run him over.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because here tonight, he and Big Al, Alice Crowley teaming up. Alice Crowley had a heck of a bout against Red Velvet.
She really did.
Oh,
she
my
did
goodness.
fantastic. Yeah.
Speaking to officials in Ring of Honor and AEW, and I would love to see that bout again, a rematch. Same thing with Taylor Rising, who has been challenging Athena, but we're going to start things off with Taylor Rising, Alice Crowley. And the rules of this match, Don, it's preferred if it's woman versus woman, man versus man, but there's no disqualification if there's incidental contact. Look at that. Ooh, double leg takedown there. Oh, cover gear. And great exchange. Alice Crowley looking for the backslide. The leverage there, too.
I think if you're Alice Crowley, you want to slow this pace down, don't you? Use that height advantage.
You would think so. And Don, you're a bit on the taller side. You go about 6'2".
Correct.
Your athletes are about 6'2".
I have Lou Thez-like proportions.
You often had a little bit of a height advantage as the tag is made to Evil Uno. And in this instance, Chris Chambers a little bit of a height advantage. How do you make the most of that?
Well, you got to understand leverage. You also got to understand short people all have major insecurities. So what I used to like to do is during the the introductions, I'd get as close as I could so I could stare down at them.
A nice collar and elbow tie-up.
Call him Pee-wee.
Well, you didn't do that with Kurgan, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And a great exchange. Oh, looking for the wrist lock here. Oh! There's Chris Chambers. Evil Uno, an accomplished amateur mat technician here. Side headlock takeover.
Uno has great form. He's disgusting to look at, but he has great form in the ring. He's a natural wrestler, is what I'll say about Uno. He makes it look easy.
Famously has said that it took him 20 years to become an overnight sensation. Oh, big drop kick with the Dark Order. Longtime veteran of Canadian independence, breaking through in Chikara, PWG, Ring of Honor, and now AEW as well. Ooh. Look at this, Chambers and Uno. Wow! And a freight train taking Chambers down. And in comes Alice Crowley. Now Uno bringing in Big Al as Taylor Rising in, excuse me. And, oh, back elbow. Big Al, big kick.
Nice pump kick.
And Saito suplex plants.
Well done.
Taylor Rising there. The cover, 1, 2. Whoa.
You ever been to Juggalo Championship Wrestling?
No, I'd love to go.
I think you should get booked there.
I would love to.
I know Vince Russo pretty well. I'll give him a call for you.
I can whoop whoop.
You might not come back from that experience, though.
Oh, goodness. Look at that. Unfortunate, unfathomable cheating from Chris Chambers, who grabs the mane of Big Al. Cover here, 1, 2, and this could change the trajectory of this bout in a hurry. Ooh. And interesting here, Taylor Rising, the dynamics of these mixed tag team bouts, almost daring Big Al to tag Evil Uno.
Well, obviously they have decided that Chris Chambers has an advantage over Uno, so yeah, if that's your strategy, then get Uno in the ring, right?
That's a great point, as we see Taylor Rising looking for the Irish whip, gets it into the corner. Charging in, oh, get caught!
Look at the power of Big Al.
Big Al! With a, whoa! Oh, the Casador counter! Casador counter, too!
Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
Oh!
Nasty.
And Big Al in a bad way here as Taylor Rising, the trash talk to Evil Uno. Ooh. Almost, again, Don, almost daring Big Al to make the tag.
Yeah. Fans solidly behind Big Al.
And into the corner. And who wouldn't be after last night? What a bout against Red Velvet. Tag made. And look at the scoop. It is Taylor Rising planting Big Al. Chris Chambers. Teamwork there. And the cover, 1, 2, and Evil Uno gets the dermis, breaking up the pin. Oh, and the right hand. Oh, and Chambers now into the corner. Tag made. Some quick tags emerging from Chambers and Rising, the legal woman. The trash talk. Don, that was a hallmark of you as an active competitor and of the Don Callis family. What does that do to an opponent?
Well, I mean, listen, wrestling is an intellectual exercise. So you've got to be prepared for every eventuality. You can't let it change your approach. You got to stick to the game plan, Riccaboni.
Oh,
look at this.
Fish hook. We saw this a little bit last night. against Athena. As Big Al trying to fight back to her feet, delivering the shots to the midsection, but it is Rising, the leg hook cover, 2. Love that cover, Don, able to snag it right into the corner. Nowhere to go for Big Al except into her opponent's corner. And our sponsor for this bout, our tag team matches presented by the Windsor Spitfires. Defend the W, my favorite junior hockey team, Don.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, you're a hockey fan. Impressive.
Love the Spitfire. I love the Lehigh Valley Phantoms, Philadelphia Flyers. Look at this, looking for the Irish Bears. Uh-oh, pump handle. And whoa, pump handle slam, plants Big Al cover. 2. Do you think at any point, Don, that the effects of last night's bout are now wearing on Big Al as she's...
Got to, right? I mean, you go through a war and then wrestle the next night, that's tough.
Ooh. And Big Al firing with those forearms. Trying to escape at this point. Ooh, kick to the midsection. Uh-oh. Double underhook, looking for that face buster. Up and over, Big Al makes the tag. And it's Evil Uno and Chris Chambers.
Look at those punches. He's a natural, this kid.
Oh, the left jabs, the roundhouse right. And Evil Uno. Uh-oh, doesn't always stop with one done.
He's gonna break the ring. What a heavy-footed guy he is, but also very effective.
Force equals mass times acceleration. A lot of everything there. Front face lock. Ooh. Chambers eats the big boot from Uno. DDT.
Uno effortlessly moves from move to move.
Oh,
beautiful.
Big neck breaker on the knee. The Ushigoroshi 2 and Rising. Looking to break things up there. Oh. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, Evil Uno with Rising. Oh, and it was a diversion. It was a ruse to get Chambers with a kick. 2. Oh, Chambers into Rising. Chambers almost into Rising. Evil, oh no. Uno didn't want to do that. The roll up the stack, 2. Stepping through, look at this great move. Right,
yeah, great transition there, and here comes Big Al. Look at her.
Uh-oh, and Big Al with a big back suplex. And Uno, as Al clears the ring. Uno goes press. Pile driver, leg hook. That's it.
The winners of this match, the team of Evil Uno and Big Al, Ellis Crowley.
Teamwork making the dream work. The unlikely duo of Juggalo Championship Wrestling's Big Al. Ring of Honor's Evil Uno picking up the dub. Big Al, the big back suplex there with the big double biceps. And the Paul Orndorff style pile driver from Evil Uno. You aren't getting up from that, Don.
Uno's great.
Picking up a huge victory. What a win, what a fun one here. As Uprising continues. Oh, little gyration. Fans, the next huge event on the calendar, April 17th, Las Vegas. Multiverse coming your way. Mark your calendars, Multiverse 2 on the way, but coming up next, a giant tag team bout. We will see the Swirl from ROH, Blake Christian, Big Shotty Lee Johnson, taking on El Reverso and Mo Jabari, coming your way courtesy of Ship Nerd. That match is up next. Don, these two athletes have really been racking up wins in ROH and newfound confidence under the leadership of the franchise. Jay Lethal really finding themselves. And Blake Christian has captured the mask of Bandito.
This tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Jay Lethal at a combined weight of 369 pounds. They are representing ROH and the Lethal Twist. Vanilla Baby Blake Christian. Big Shotty Lee Johnson. The Swirl.
And the Swirl making their way ringside. Blake Christian, Big Shotty Lee Johnson. Sensational in ROH, finding that killer instinct. But right now, at the commentary position, we're joined by ROH legend, former tag team champion, Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy, thanks for joining us.
Five-time ROH World Tag Team Champion, Jimmy Jacobs. So I know a thing or two about tag team wrestling, and that's part of the reason I'm out here.
Well, that is great. You picked the right team from Ring of Honor, in my opinion, to scout. Christian and Lee Johnson have been sensational.
They're fantastic. I've faced off with Blake Christian, but he's not exactly the guy I've got my eyes on.
Oh, that's interesting. Well,
Jimmy knows tag team wrestling. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, he certainly
does. I can vouch for him.
Record speaks for itself as their opponents get ready to make their way down to the ring. Some MLP favorites.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 357 pounds. They're representing MLP, El Reverso, and Mo Jabari.
These two men picked up a big win on Ignition last night in tag team action. Looking to keep that run rolling here, Jimmy.
See, Ian, I've had my eyes on Mo Jabari for a bit. A lot of people in this business have their eyes on Mo Jabari. Do you know that?
Well, trained by Bret the Hitman Hart, of course you would absolutely. I mean, if someone as esteemed as the Hitman gives you the seal of approval.
That's right. This man started training with Lance Storm. And
what a mark.
Bret Hart saw a news piece on Mo Jabari and was so impressed by him that Bret contacted Mo to take Mo under his wing. Did you know that?
I heard Bret found out that he was being trained by Lance Storm and took pity on him.
Oh, give me a break.
Lance is an idiot.
A series of waistlock standing switches into the armbar, into a head scissor there, side headlock takeover. Starting things off hot here. And Lee Johnson was firmly in the contention for the ROH World Television title.
I'm a big Lee Johnson fan, by the way. Just disclosing that now.
Well, he's 6'2" and shredded, of course, Don. Oh, wait a minute.
Know what I like.
Look at this, Mo Jabari. The power, just one-handed. Oh. Shot to the midsection there, Jabari with a side headlock.
Yeah, you can see the Bret Hart influence. That's a classic side headlock. Properly applied.
And the tag was made. The enziguri, Jimmy, but Blake Christian, the legal man. Uh-oh. Inverted atomic drop. And a reverso. Wow.
This is impressive.
And reverso reverses himself into the assisted flapjack cover. 2. I gotta ask Jimmy, do you like what you see so far?
I do, but what I see is potential. I see a man that needs to be crafted. Iron sharpens iron. He needs guidance. Mo is a man that needs a Lance Storm, a Bret Hart, a Chris Jericho, all men that have had their eye on Mo. He's someone that needs leadership.
Maybe they needed Jimmy Jacobs.
That's been my thought too, Don.
Ooh, I'd follow you anywhere.
Oh. Look at this rolling through and the swirl.
What the hell? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Assisted monkey flip into the clothesline.
Reverso appears to have tried to get out of that move and not entirely successful.
Well, the impact. Look at this. Nice suplex there.
Well, you can see where the Swirl is working with tandem offense. Mo Jabari is just sort of looking at El Reverso right now.
Oh,
Mo needs someone to point the way for him.
Tag made. That's an excellent point. The Swirl, Jimmy, have been nothing short of sensational, finding themselves in the upper echelon of Ring of Honor's tag team division. It's a huge test for Jabari and Reverso. I know they teamed together, but the continuity from the Swirl is almost unmatched. Oh, look at this.
This world, this life, it's not meant to be lived alone.
Oh.
And it's certainly not meant to be lived with El Reverso as your partner.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's a t-shirt, I think, right there. In the totality of everything, Jimmy, I mean, really, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about untapped potential.
I like it.
Reality that has not manifested itself fully, and that's an insult.
And Jabari coming in, double axe. Oh, taking out Christian. And look for the Irish whip on Johnson. Johnson reverses into the corner now. No one home for Johnson. Christian into a collision there. Oh! And
nicely done.
And Jabari. Up and over goes Johnson. Ooh. And this is where the Swirl goes to work.
Caught Jabari right at the base of the skull.
And Jabari in trouble now. Oh, wait a minute, Reverso. Whoa. Oh, no. Wow.
So much for Reverso.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, and Jabari in big time trouble. Triangle moonsault. And Jimmy, your expression changing just a little bit as Jabari's in trouble here.
Well, Ian, when you're fighting 2-on-1, you need eyes in the back of your head, and I could be those eyes.
And maybe 4 eyes like our friends from Ship Nerd, who are presenting this great tag team bout. Ship Smarter with Ship Nerd. Oh, tag made.
I'd like to ship you somewhere.
Well,
so I don't have to work with you.
It's gonna
Maybe Ship Nerd can help me.
It's going to be a long road, brother. We're both signed long term to put some organizations together.
Oh,
yeah. Look at this.
Don, you're a man that recruits. You have your eyes on people. What sort of qualities do you look for in the Don Callis family, other than just being a human being?
Well, that's actually not even a precursor. I like special athletes. I like tall, good-looking, 28-inch waist.
6'2" and chiseled.
That's it.
6'2" and higher and chiseled.
You're gonna look like Hollywood. Pass the airport test, Jimmy.
Oh. Look at this. Just driving it in that point of the wrist. Well, Blake Christian has had the mask of Bandito, stole it from the ROH World Champion tag made.
Ooh. Look at these kicks by Lee Johnson.
It's the aggression of Lee Johnson that makes those kicks so effective. See, when you're under the tutelage of a Lance Storm or a Bret Hart, that's all nice if you like to be a good wrestler, but what does wrestling have to do with professional wrestling?
Wow, what a great question.
Cover 2. This is the Jean-Paul Sartre of professional wrestling here, folks.
I believe it's Jean-Paul Sartre, but thank you very much.
Tag made.
Allentown Community College.
And it just signed for later tonight. Daisuke Sasaki, Bryce Hansen, based on what happened earlier tonight. Steel chairs, no DQ bout. That's Lehigh University, by the way, in Bethlehem. Nice snap suplex there.
Jimmy brings a real nihilist perspective to this whole thing, doesn't he?
Some more Camus.
Very nice.
Oh,
Shamu.
no. You have it all wrong. This isn't nihilism.
No?
The fact that his potential is untapped is an insult to the universe. It's an insult to reality itself.
So he has heat with the universe, is what you're saying.
He has heat with
not
God,
good.
is what I'm saying.
Wow.
And looking to make the tag there. Oh!
Wow.
And no Fabric of the Cosmos there. Carl Sagan, eat your heart out, the double clothesline as both men connect hard with the mat.
Jabari looks like he gave as good as he got, and he may be in a position to make this tag, which he needs. Here comes Reverso.
Look at that. Beautiful shotgun drop kick from Reverso. Lee Johnson, not the legal man, coming in to get some action, though. Charging in, no one home. Oh! It's Reverso. The fast spikes, cartwheel, clothesline misses, springboard, got him. As Windsor rocking now, the rear waist lock, back elbow separates. Reverso trapped between a rock and a hard place. Cartwheels, moonsaults out of it. Whoa. Now Johnson dumped to the outside. Christian. Reverso. Oh!
Fantastic, fantastic.
Uno reverse draw. 2 and almost drew 3 there.
El Reverso is an amazing athlete, but he's not a kingmaker. He's not a wrestling genius. That's not a leader. That's calculated chaos.
You following that? You got that?
I believe so.
Pay attention.
And look at this. Whoa! Jimmy, I respectfully disagree because Reverso just planted a Canadian destroyer on Christian. Cover 2. Oh!
How many Canadian destroyers have won world championships?
0.
That's a great question.
Right?
I mean, I know that Kerry Von Erich won a world title with a backslide, but that doesn't make it my first go-to move.
I see the logic there, and I like it.
Big boot. Reverso as Johnson cleared the deck. Reverso caught. And Blake Christian, those back heels to the outside. Buckle bomb into the knee.
Good night.
The swirl, handspring, kick, brainbuster. Should be it too. Oh!
Typical Canadian. Had to come and cheat.
Well, Mo's got hard, I'll give him that. The clay just needs to be molded, refined, sculpted.
The MLP faithful loving every minute of this tremendous tag team bout here. As Christian first to his feet, tags Jabari and throws on Christian. Johnson right under the jaw, but it's Jabari.
Oh, that was nasty.
Oh! And Reverso now around the world, popped up. Oh, goodness gracious! Law darts Reverso and Jabari!
Jabari needs help out there. Reverso,
Oh, Jimmy,
give me a moment.
Okay, Jimmy.
where are you going? Where's Jimmy going?
He's quitting.
He's quit? No, he's walking to the ring. Look at Jimmy Jacobs. Clearly, I mean, he must be going through something. He was saying strange things even for Jimmy. Oh, he's got a chair. He's got a chair. The Ballad of Lacey recently re-released also. He must be going through some things. Don,
He usually is.
well, I know you're not the most compassionate or empathetic man, but he just gave Mo Jabari a chair.
That was nice of him.
No. Does he want him to sit down? What is he telling him?
He wants him to brain one of these guys.
Hey! Oh, no!
What a dummy.
And Mo made the right decision. As now the swirl left to feast on Reverso. As Jimmy just continues over the fallen Mo Jabari. Reverso has nowhere to go. It's 2-on-1. Oh, goodness. Oh!
Wow.
That running knee. And Don, it won't be soon before long. The swirl with a twist. Leg hooks to good night.
Very impressive.
The winners of this match, the Swirl.
You see Jimmy Jacobs just not even berating. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish with Mo Jabari.
He's trying to coach. He's trying to mentor. That's what Jimmy does.
In the middle of a match?
What better time? Point out the mistake, try to correct it.
The Swirl victorious, bringing their role across the border into MLP from ROH. And Blake Christian, who's operating on another level, as is Lee Johnson. Terrific victory once more. The Swirl victorious, but fans, a tag team last night, not so victorious in our main event, even not so harmonious as Bishop Dyer and Kaito Kiyomiya went into our main event looking to become the first ever MLP Canadian Tag Team Champions. Don, it really was anybody's match. The Good Brothers took the early advantage. The jackhammer there from Doc Gallows. Kiyomiya delivering the side. And then it was Dyer with a big slam on the massive Toa Leona. And unfortunately, Kiyomiya, there you see it, elbowing, forearming Bishop Dyer in the face that allowed the Good Brothers to set up the Magic Killer, a move that's won them championships for over a decade. Last night, the story remained the same. One of the great tag teams in the history of wrestling, and after we went off the air, it was Dyer, it was Kiyomiya, and Dyer had enough, did not believe the sincerity of Kiyomiya, and then the days ended, the calendar concluded for Kiyomiya. That is what has led to tonight's bout. We will see Bishop Dyer taking on Kaito Kiyomiya. And right now, fans, we're going to take it to Sam Laterna, who is standing by with words from Bishop Dyer ahead of this grudge match here tonight at Uprising.
Bishop Dyer, I know you're about to go out there, but I just have to ask, why did you betray Kaito Kiyomiya?
Because I'm an asshole. I've never denied that. I've never tried to hide it. I thought everybody knew that. Everybody except for Kiyomiya and apparently yourself. So consider this a lesson for both of you.
Wow. I like him. He's over 6'2". He's comes with an international reputation, looking to expand that here tonight.
I like his attitude.
This is a grudge match. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, let's go to Kansas City. Weighing 285 pounds. He's representing MLP Bishop Dyer.
Bishop Dyer, unfortunately not satisfied with the results of last night. And Don, everybody makes mistakes. I mean, it wasn't even a miscommunication. It was a great move by Carl Anderson to get out of the way. That's all that happened last night.
Well, listen, sometimes people disappoint you. I'm having that experience tonight with you.
Is that right? Well, Bishop Dyer would not be disappointed with a measure of revenge here tonight as he looks to take on and get revenge on one of the top stars, former GHC champion.
His opponent, resident of Saitama, Japan, weighing 216 pounds. He's representing Noah Kaito Kiyomiya.
3 times over, recognized by Tokyo Sports with the Fighting Spirit Award, and 3 times over, former GHC heavyweight champion, including becoming the youngest man ever to ascend the top of that mountaintop, Kaito Kiyomiya. One of the fastest rising stars in Japan and all across the globe, a bona fide box office attraction who made his first international excursion, Don, right here in Canada.
Yeah, he's got a lot of fond memories from his time in Canada, but there's nothing fond about getting in the ring with Bishop Dyer, I can tell you that.
Well, here tonight, a man who is considered by some a protege, maybe the next man up in the lineage of the Hall of Famer, the great Muda, Kaito Kiyomiya. And you see just how calm Kiyomiya is, which has helped him so much in Noah in GHC title bouts. Giving up maybe, what do you say here, 6 inches or so to Bishop Dyer?
I think that's probably right.
Oh.
I got Bishop Dyer right around 6'6", 6'7".
And look at that, the exchange. Well, feeling out process not going the way. Oh, Kaito on it, look at this. Unloading Dyer, who has some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, and he's
just won a big contest.
Yes.
Big tournament.
Kickboxing as well. Look at that. Irish whip, tucks the clothesline.
Played in the National Football League, don't forget that.
Absolutely, unloading. Now is Kiyomiya. Kiyomiya just shrugged off by the massive Bishop Dyer. And you see how combustible things can get so quickly in professional wrestling. These two men last night were on the doorstep of making history as the first ever MLP Canadian Tag Team Champions.
Ouch.
Oh, right under the jaw.
Here's the thing, you know, Bishop Dyer hits someone one time. It's like getting hit 5 times by a normal, say, 220-pound wrestler.
And tonight, this bout is brought to you by Integrity. One way, the best way, the Integrity way. Who? Maybe talking about Kaito Kiyomiya, maybe Scott D'Amore, but not Don Callis.
Wow.
I mean, Don, you got to admit.
Scott D'Amore can't spell integrity.
Open hand across the chest. Just blistering Kiyomiya. As Dyer. Oh, you talked earlier about the airport test, Don. This is the would I cross the street if I saw this man walking in front of me test for Bishop Dyer.
The answer is no.
Oh, oh goodness, unloading.
I'm a big fan of Bishop Dyer. This is a guy who really can do anything.
How could you not be? The power, the combat experience. Oh! He's got so many ways to defeat you. Oh, goodness! But to defeat him, Kiyomiya may need an opening just like that. Wow! And Kiyomiya, who was so keen to stick and move to attack out of the gate, just trying to stay on top of Dyer now. And we are up to 8 as Kiyomiya able to get to the apron to break the count officially. Oh, goodness.
That's a veteran move right there. I mean, come on. I like that.
The experience on full display. Dyer maker.
We call these ropes, but they're not. They're cables.
Cover 2.
And that steel cable just got kicked by a 6'7" man right into the balls of Kiyomiya.
You can say balls, I can't, Don. Now into the corner. It is Dyer having his way with Kiyomiya. I'm shocked, honestly. I mean, I've seen amazing bouts with Kiyomiya in Noah, but it has just been all Dyer so far. Wow, even just that little bit of an okie doke, the fake out. Whoa! Kiyomiya didn't even have time to react. Taking his time now, drawing the fans' ire.
Imagine an athlete like Bishop Dyer, NFL football pedigree, wrestling great, and now a jiu-jitsu champion. I mean, what more do you want?
Well, and he's heading into kickboxing as well, a completely different discipline. This man continues to grow, evolve, become more dangerous in the squared circle. Oh, goodness. And there's that kick again, that time even more deliberate across the throat, that cable Don. Let's not overlook that comment. Oh! And it is Kiyomiya. Off the ropes. Whoa! And the cover here, 1, 2. Nice tight cover, got 2.
Kiyomiya just can't get any sustained momentum against this monster right now.
Dyer's going to need to make a mistake, Don, in my opinion, because right now, Dyer has Kiyomiya's number.
Does he ever?
And into the corner, up and oh, goodness! Kiyomiya dumped to the outside. As we take another look The coccyx to the apron, and then back first to that half-inch mat that separates the spine from concrete. The Dyer's just bent on destruction at this point.
Oh, is he ever?
Now focusing heavily on that spine.
Look at these Saturday Night Champions here in Windsor, challenging Bishop Dyer, knowing he'll get sued if he crosses over the barrier.
And there is Dyer. Oh, wait a minute. And maybe these Saturday Night Champions a little too much in the head of Dyer. Oh, spoke too soon.
Smartly rolling back in to break the count is Bishop Dyer.
And Dyer wants this bout on the outside here, Don, because he broke that count and restarted it at 0.
Oh, wow.
To the kidney.
Now, if you've ever taken a shot to the kidneys, it's incredibly debilitating. If you take one from a guy Bishop Dyer's size, it's time to walk away from the match. But this kid's got a lot of guts.
Cover here, two count there. And Dyer smartly staying on top of this highly accomplished athlete. Gigantic back suplex. And these closed fists raining on the skull of Kiyomiya. Referee official has to make a decision here at some point, Don. If this continues like this, Kiyomiya may not be able to defend himself.
This referee keeps getting in the grill, if you will, of Bishop Dyer. He might not finish the match.
And it is Dyer continuing to stalk Kiyomiya. Oh. Oh, and now just taunting Kiyomiya. Do you want strong style?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here you go.
And Dyer. Oh! Kiyomiya not done yet. Open hands. And a kick to the midsection. And Dyer absolutely dominant. Kiyomiya into the corner. Charging in, and Dyer going home. Kiyomiya with an opening. A sliver of hope, a glimpse of light here. Clothesline misses. Kiyomiya clothesline connects on the big man.
Got to follow up now, come on.
As the match resets, Kiyomiya, I don't think he minds at all right now that Bishop Dyer has been debilitated, but you're right, Don, he needs to make a move.
Pretty hard when you've been on the defense for most of the first 10 minutes of this match, right?
Absolutely, fighting off that back foot, that defensive posture. Kiyomiya tried to take it to Dyer right out of the gate. Dyer has been able to be dominant throughout. As Dyer back to his feet, drop kick to the knee. Smart move, I like this strategy here. Kiyomiya trying to take out the tree trunks of this massive man in Dyer.
Having a hard time getting a big man off his feet, but give him time.
Irish whip now, reverse now into the corner. Kiyomiya almost hung out to dry there. Charging in, oh! Shoulder to the midsection. It is Kiyomiya.
Great drop kick now, gotta follow up. Come on, kid.
Wow! Popping up. Kaito, Kiyomiya. Oh, wait a minute, he's setting it up top. Looking for the move handed to him by the great one of the Shining Wizard counter. Oh! And now it is Dyer. Could be all but academic with a brain buster. Inside leg, 2 and no!
Wow, great kick out by Kiyomiya.
And if you are familiar with this young man, his 3 reigns in Noah, the GHC championship, you know it's a lot of hard time.
Absolutely, fighting spirit personified.
And think of this. This all sparked last night after what was an accident. A smart defensive move by Carl Anderson has caused this fissure between these two men. Bishop Dyer admitting, he's saying, I am an asshole. I am a provoking individual. With Kiyomiya perched up top. Uh-oh, front face lock here. Looking to obliterate Kiyomiya. Kiyomiya hanging on though here, Don.
Yeah, he's had that foot kind of key locked around the post, which was smart wrestling.
And that balance has the better footing right at this juncture. All the way up top, Kiyomiya caught. Oh, no! Choke breaker could be it. Cover 2 and no!
Wow. Impressive by Kiyomiya.
And what more does Dyer have to do to put Kiyomiya away?
I think he's got to start thinking about that now. And rather than obsessing about it, look at this.
Oh, and is catching the choke into the backbreaker. Sensational move there, the cover 2. And just the heart, the determination, the passion, the fire of Kiyomiya able to power out of that pin attempt.
And I think to your earlier point, for the first time in this match, Bishop Dyer is questioning himself.
And looking for the choke slam again. Oh! And a variation of that Shining Wizard, that knee connecting to the skull. Up high, Kiyomiya off the ropes. Oh, that big knee loves to rattle skulls with that knee. And again.
The big man is still on his feet.
Off the ropes, Kiyomiya this time caught. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Kiyomiya, sunset flip, cover 2. Wait a minute.
Wow.
Call it rope-a-dope. Call it survive and advance. Call it what you may. Kiyomiya delivers a victory, snatching it from the jaws of defeat, but Dyer is incensed. Oh, this is unreal. This man is unhinged, uncontainable.
I like him.
Just stalking our, oh no, come on! And now unloading. Can we get some help out here? Can we go to some, just driving the forearms. Unbelievable, Kiyomiya's knocked out.
Well, Kiyomiya the winner, but one guy's gonna get carried out of here and the other guy's Bishop Dyer.
And no, we don't need to see any more of this.
Yes, we do.
No, Don, come on. This has gone too far. Kiyomiya's out. Oh no. Oh, tear up the calendar.
You never leave.
What an impressive display.
I don't want to look at this man anymore, Don.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Unbelievable. Wish we had some kind of power. Is Kiyomiya okay here?
I don't know. It looks like we should call the meat wagon.
Take on the world, damage incurred. Stand on the front line leading.
For generations,
In my whole life, I have never been afraid of nothing.
Canada helped define professional wrestling.
Our place is going wild. Angela Mosca has realized a dream.
From packed arenas to unforgettable moments,
Harley Race is the new world heavyweight champion.
they were heroes, carrying this country's fighting spirit into the ring.
When you get someone like me who ain't afraid to die.
It was a tradition rooted in excellence.
We've done it all. We've bled, we've sweat, and we've paid the price.
For more than 3 decades, Canadian wrestling has been waiting to return to the national stage. This July, that moment arrives. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Mayhem.
It's time to reignite the flame of a wrestling dynasty. This is Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
No control, no escape.
Premieres nationwide on TSN. A new era begins.
The crowd on its feet, standing in awe.
New stars. New rivalries. A new standard. This isn't a comeback.
We are going back to the future with a return
This is a reckoning.
of a Canadian institution.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling Mayhem arrives this July on TSN.
Where else are you going to see it? Only at Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling.
Folks, the cat's out the bag. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling is coming to TSN. What does that mean? For the first time in nearly 30 years, Canadian wrestling is going to take center stage on national television. We're hoping to give you more details any minute. As a matter of fact, I'm outside of MLP management hoping to get a word. Rohan, what were you
Management seem to have a problem with the Ravenous One. I should be awarded the MLP Canadian Championship.
He's already beat half of the people in that match and been PWA champion scrail holder for 525 days.
Starving for glory, I devour the weak. My roar's the storm, no mercy I seek. Blood on my hands, sweat in my eyes. I rise, I grind, while the timid die. So I have to hold this championship for another 500 days, carry this company for another 500 days, beat Rich Swann, beat Stu Grayson again. So be it, because I'm taking what's mine and I'm becoming the next interim MLP Canadian champion.
A fired up Rohan Raja heading into tonight's main event. Wow.
This is a no disqualification match, set for one fall to a finish. Approaching the ring, wrestling up Windsor, Ontario, Canada, weighing 207 pounds. He's representing MLP, Bryce Hansen.
Well, we've seen how quickly things can become combustible. Bryce Hansen on the way out with his former tag team partners. Understandably not taking the news the best. But ran into this man who's holding a chair now. No disqualification here tonight at Uprising. What a bout this is going to be.
His opponent, wrestling out of Narima, Tokyo, Japan, weighing 176 pounds. He's representing DDT, Daisuke Sasaki.
Daisuke Sasaki, a dangerous individual. The leader of Damnation TA in DDT. Seen him over the years. Whoa! Swing and a miss! Completely legal! And we are off now. Bryce Hansen, Daisuke Sasaki sent to the outside. Hansen, really one of the young men who has stepped up with MLP since its inception, as MLP heads toward the TSN era, and sending Daisuke Sasaki in. Don Callis, how quickly things can become combustible. A spark was lit, a fuse set.
Oh! Earlier on, I saw the young man had a Konosuke Takeshita t-shirt on, and I hope he paid for it because I get a cut of everyone that's sold.
Well, you and your crooked business deals.
Right.
Those are outside. Oh my goodness, he can end the career hits. Oh no! What a sick individual.
Yeah, I love it.
Daisuke Sasaki is. And Hansen sent into the ring. The 040 champion right now in DDT. Former DDT Extreme champion, Universal champion 3 times. Oh, goodness. Sasaki not afraid to get physical, get violent, and get destructive.
Well, that's what he does in DDT. I mean, he's well known for it.
Oh.
You know what you're signing up for.
And Hansen, oh my goodness.
He's not going to suplex him. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was worse. Okay, that was worse.
Oh, no.
I got to ask Takeshita where he's been hiding this guy.
Cover to Puin. That's a lot of heart from him. I would have stayed down after that.
I would have quit the business after that.
Could have, between that and what we saw on the ring post earlier, could be permanent career-threatening damage done. Especially the neck, that vertebrae down, you know as well as anybody. Oh goodness. It's like a stack of nickels and dimes, the vertebrae.
Yours is like a pencil.
Well,
hey, look at this. Oh, I love this kid.
Pencil, a little bit of wood. Tables, a lot of wood. This violent bout presented by Copper Rose
Distillery.
Yeah.
The world's first 12-time distilled vodka. I've been drinking it all day.
And Hansen's gonna need some if Sasaki does exactly what we're thinking. If he does any one of the 17 things I can think of he could do with that table right now, Don.
Yeah, absolutely. This referee is completely powerless to do anything about any of this.
All right, it's no disqualification. I mean,
like I said.
Right. Oh, a shot maybe just below the belt. Didn't quite get all of what he wanted, did Hansen. And now Sasaki, Irish whip, holding up. Whoa! And Hansen swinging a miss. Whoa! Miss with the right, connects with the left.
Great fire there by Hansen.
Uh-oh. And Hansen here looking for that Spicoli driver into the table, maybe off the ropes. Leapfrog caught. And, oh, in the center of the ring. Narrowly avoiding the table. The cover here, 2. Spicoli driver there gets 2. And Hansen has successfully turned the tide here.
He really has. Impressive young athlete is Hansen.
Well, I don't know how he survived that neck breaker onto the chairs. Oh, now Hansen bringing out a second table.
One doesn't work, get another.
Well, look at this, making sure it is locked in and ready to go. It's the wood that makes it good. Hansen entering a sword of Damocles that will hang over this bout.
Taking too much time, though, Ian, I think.
Well, and he's letting, yeah, you're absolutely right. He's letting Sasaki get his breath, get his wherewithal. And this is going to be a little bit more difficult with the time spent on. Oh! Wow! And look at that. Maybe Hansen should have taken a page out of Jack Perry's playbook and bit into something there. Look at that going to the eyes. Whoa, the choke here.
All basic movements here, but very effective.
Well, Sasaki now. Oh, and Hansen better get out of the way. Yeah.
He did.
Oh, swinging, flailing, trying to get Sasaki down.
Sasaki just keeps going, though.
Ooh, the right hand, the forearms, and both men as the table looms large. Back fist connects. Whoa! And
oh, good God! Oh my God! He hit his head on the floor. Ay, ay, ay.
A doctor bomb has left Don and I speechless, but the crowd comes. Oh God, you're right, Don. It was the coccyx of Hansen that
what a mess.
Broke through the table.
God.
That second impact. It was shoulder, the snap of the the back of the skull on that half-inch thick athletic pad on the outside.
Yeah, the table does damage, but not as much as the floor.
And Hansen with a fortuitous bounce there. Inside leg to Sasaki. Almost down for the 3, able to find his way out.
Well, Sasaki, if he's a friend of Konosuke Takeshita, then he's double tough, just like Takeshita is. And watch out, though, because this is a whole new level of violence with this Singapore cane.
Swing and a miss. Oh!
What a dummy.
Hoisted by his own petard. Oh, hoisted in a different way there. Uh-oh. Riding it like Pepe right now. Oh, Sasaki charging. Oh!
That's a stiff table, I'll tell you that.
Well,
that table's like Johnny Valentine, doesn't like to sell.
A man who helped entrench his legacy here in Canada, one of the all-time greats.
Okay, I'm going to put you over. That was a great transition.
And it's Sasaki looking for an extra.
Oh, that did it, baby. That did it.
Whoa! And the inertia of the rebound, fans, a lot of times it hurts more when the table doesn't break because that impact ricochets back and forth.
What's about to happen, if it happens, is going to hurt a lot more than everything else.
And Sasaki, who's quickly becoming the chairman of MLP. You know, Scott DeVore's the president, but Sasaki drives the chair into the table, to the skull, cover, 1, 2, that's it.
Wow, impressive.
Here is your winner, Daisuke Sasaki.
Daisuke Sasaki dishing out punishment early, surviving the table on the outside. Let's take a look at it, Don. Early on in the match, just crushing the windpipe, that big kick. But then this move from Hansen, triple impact. I thought that would have been it for Hansen. Driving Hansen, though, through the table collapsing. Sasaki, chairman of the board. Leg hook 2, and that was it. The fire lit here tonight. Sasaki, victorious fans still to come. We'll crown our interim champion in our main event right now. Sam Laterna standing by with Stu Grayson, one of the competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by Stu Grayson, who tonight has a tremendous opportunity, one of 6 men, to compete for the interim MLP Canadian Championship. However, Stu, Gold has eluded you here at MLP, so are you feeling the pressure at all tonight?
The pressure, you know, I never cared for the pressure. I thrive on it. I know what I can do, and I know I can beat just about anyone, but tonight, for the biggest championship of my life, I'm feeling the pressure right now. I am.
Stu, I'm disappointed in you. Because this is not the Stu Grayson that I know. This is not the mindset of a champion. And you've been a champion before. We were one of the greatest tag teams of all time. PWG champions, Shikara champions. You've held gold before. And now, because you lost the NWA championship belt, you're not a champion? Because Raja screwed you out of the champion's grail, you are not a champion? I know this. They know this. And deep down, you know this. You are the best wrestler in all of Canada. And tonight, you're going to prove it to yourself. You are a champion.
All right.
Encouraging words from Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson will need them tonight as the interim MLP Canadian champion will be crowned in an elimination challenge bout, 1-on-1, until we are down to 1 winner. But before we get to that title bout, the MLP tag team titles are on the line. One night after capturing and making history, the Good Brothers defend their newly won MLP Canadian Tag Team Championship against the upstart team of Sheldon Jean and Brent Banks. This tag team title bout is coming up next. Well, it has been hit after hit.
This tag team match is set for one fall, and it is for the MLP Canadian Tag Team Championship. Approaching the ring are the challengers. At a combined weight of 420 pounds, they're representing MLP, Sheldon Jean and Brent Banks.
I think it was a little bit unfair for Sheldon Jean and Brent Banks to point the finger at Bryce Hansen for not capturing the titles last night, but I like the adjustment done. I think on paper, the skill sets fit a little bit better together, Sheldon Jean and Brent Banks.
Hey, in hockey, in professional hockey, you change lineups, you change defensive pairings. Same thing.
Well, a huge opportunity here tonight to spoil the party that these two men have thrown, making history last night at Global Wars, becoming the first and inaugural MLP Canadian Tag Team Champions.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 512 pounds, they are representing MLP, and they are the MLP Canadian Tag Team Champions, Luke Gallows, the Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers.
Anderson on the left, Gallows on the right, and last night, the Good Brothers put in the work. A beautiful gun stun there, Carl Anderson, delivering neck breakers like they were going out of style. Ultimately, the miscommunication. Kiyomiya, Dyer led to the Magic Killer, and the Good Brothers making history here in Windsor.
Beautiful title belts here, the tag team champions of MLP.
And what a momentous occasion last night to end Global Wars, a night that MLP announcing the television deal with TSN here in Canada, the first Canadian promotion to air nationally since 1989, all across Canada. I'm hoping we get it down in the States too, Don. What a
course.
Tremendous organization. You see Sheldon Jean ready to go, Carl Anderson. And it's going to be interesting. We talked about it with Big Al. We talked about it with Taylor Rising. What is the impact on the bodies of the wrestlers that competed last night? For Anderson and Gallows, they picked their spots well. Were able to get a victory when the moment struck, and I think that was due to veteran presence, but still took some heavy shots in that bout as well.
Oh, for sure. But the experience you mentioned, I mean, the Good Brothers have been there, done that. Ever in the world where there's real pro wrestling, these guys have been there and done it on top. So I think that experience, that gives them a mental edge in this match against the two younger guys.
There's what it's all about, the Canadian Tag Team Championship. We talked about it last night. The Sharp brothers, who really, with Freddie Blassie and Ricky Dozen, put professional wrestling on the map in Japan together. Right here from Canada, great historic lineage of Canadian tag teams, including Jacques and Raymond Rougeau.
Oh,
I'd like to say hello to my friend Raymond. As we see a collar and elbow tie up to start things off, Sheldon Jean with Machine Gun Carl Anderson, the first defense of the MLP Canadian Tag Team titles. Will it be the first and the last? Carl Anderson. Oh.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a better and more complete wrestler than Machine Gun Carl Anderson, in my view.
Well, really found his stride in the G1 a little over a decade ago as a singles wrestler, shortly thereafter pairing with Doc Gallows to form a tag team that's in over a decade, Don. How difficult is it for non-brother teams to form a bond like that?
Well, these guys are closer than some actual biological brothers I know. I mean, they do everything together. They love being together. They never get tired of each other. I know I manage them in All Elite Wrestling, and they're great guys to be around.
Oh! A knife edge chop. And now did they send you packing because you took a little too much money off the top, like the Takeshita t-shirts?
More like we all had a little too much fun together, if you know what I'm talking about. These guys are great to hang out with, and they always deliver in the ring. You know, you say, hey, we need you to wrestle twice tonight. They'll go out and wrestle twice. No problem, Don. Very nice guys.
Calling up on Dyer. Is that in Shinjuku, or is that in Roppongi? Or?
where are those places?
Oh, look at that. Across the chest, Carl Anderson. Oh my goodness, they call him machine gun for a reason. High impact blows.
And look, Brent Banks, as you can see, is a well-proportioned, very athletic guy, but the experience of the Good Brothers is something to behold.
And Doc Gallows in. Oh, just popping the chest, the blood vessels going from red to purple. Front face lock here. Gallows hit that nice jackhammer last night. Is he gonna hit it here?
He is.
Nowhere to go for Banks. The blood rushing to the skull.
Making him think about it. Banks needs to try to get a knee. Can't get it.
Delivers a beautiful, picture-perfect vertical suplex. You see the pop blood vessels, almost the painting of the chest, too. And Banks almost rolling towards Sheldon Jean. Instead, it is Doc Gallows again.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a tag team that understands all of the basics of tag team wrestling and implement them more so than the Good Brothers.
Quick tag made. Carl Anderson back in. And Banks trying to get a headlock. Oh, gets it now into the corner. Tag made. Smart move there as Sheldon Jean, the legal man. And that couldn't have happened at a more opportune time, Don. Brent Banks really just hanging on for dear life at that point.
Well, I mean, we're well over 7 minutes, I think, into this match, and this is the first we've seen of the street corner savant, the sidewalk savant, Sheldon Jean, and that's a testament to the Good Brothers strategy. Not letting tags happen is important in tag team wrestling.
Let me see a repeat, a sequel of what happened as the tag is made to Brent Banks, as now Gallows unloading on Sheldon Jean. And just stalking.
Gallows every bit of 6'7", 6'7.5". Pretty close to 300 pounds. But agile and strong.
And guillotine leg drop. The cover leg hook. Two, what I like about Gallows, every cover, Don, is nice and tight and snug.
Very technically sound. I mean, he doesn't get the credit for it because his partner happens to be Carl Anderson.
Oh, a jawbreaker there. And Jean makes the tag, Banks back in. Whoa!
We're blessed here in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling because you got two of the best big men in the sport in Gallows and Bishop Dyer.
Oh, I would agree with that. Nice double axe handle there. And Banks finding an opportunity. Gallows now to the corner. But that is not the corner Gallows wants to find himself in. Tag made. And it gives an opportunity for Banks and Jean to go to work. Oh, look at this. Just wrenching that knee. And that's one way to take down a giant, Don.
Yeah, you want to go after knees and ankles and feet with big athletes.
Oh, and those ligaments not supposed to go left and right. Fans, our tag team bout here tonight, presented by Breath Consulting. Enhance, protect, and enjoy your wealth. Not like what Don Callis does to the clients of the Don Callis family. Oh! Big double clothesline. Doc Gallows dispatches the challengers. Needs to make a tag to Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and here he comes. Back elbow. Man, Anderson looking shredded right now. Wow. Physically, mentally, perhaps the best Anderson's ever been.
Carl Anderson was a stud in the famous G1 tournament many years ago. Got a lot of people talking. In better shape now, in my opinion.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Leg hooks, cover. 2. Wow. And it's Anderson swiping at Banks. Yeah, Sheldon Jean just being stalked here. Gene's got to be careful that he doesn't accidentally put himself in the corner of the Good Brothers.
No wasted movement from Carl Anderson ever.
Irish whip into the ropes. Caught by Banks. A well-timed trip. Gene with a clothesline, sending Anderson down. Can they capitalize here?
He caught Anderson low, but Anderson smacked his head on the mat.
And the tag made. Banks back in. Can Gene and Banks put together a sustained flurry?
Well, that's been the issue. I mean, you can tell which team has been together for many years here, but Banks and Sheldon Jean have got youth on their side, and that does count for a lot, especially as the match goes longer.
Oh, big back elbow, especially the blessing and the curse of experience is the cover here. 1. Still 1 count. There's so much tape on the Good Brothers. The career cover.
Well, I was going to say, this is not the first young, promising team that has tried to get themselves over at the expense of the Good Brothers.
Tag made. But on the flip side, just a few years into each of their careers, not much tape on how Gene and Banks work together. Could be an advantage. The element of surprise. Oh, just face washing with the point of that wrist. Tag made.
I'm going to tell you something, a little inside information. The Good Brothers don't watch tape. They make people wrestle their match, and that's the key to their success.
Oh, and Anderson sending Gene out, ducks the close. Look at that breaker there from the machine gun, Carl Anderson.
Watching Carl Anderson be a professional wrestler is like watching great ballet. It's just perfect.
And tag made. Doc Gallows.
Look at this animal.
Wow. DOC delivering those massive boots. Wow. Spinning kick, swinging a miss on the ride. Oh, salon kick plants Gene.
Should be illegal to be that flexible at that size. But that's Doc Gallows.
And Gallows off the ropes. Whoa! 2-for-1 special on Gene. And Banks, tag made back in. In comes Anderson. Maybe a little too quick, Don. Anderson getting a full breather. Clothesline up and over.
You were saying?
Well, stand corrected.
Wow!
Cannonball plancha.
Pretty incredible, really, right?
Love it. And Anderson. Now with Banks in the corner. Pump knee. Oh, Gallows running train on Banks. And look at this. Reverse magic killer. The neck breaker. 2.
Oh, come on.
Wow. Banks. How did Banks kick out of that? Well, it may be academic now, Don. Magic. Whoa. And Sheldon Jean in there.
Banks caught Gallows with a DDT on the way down.
Oh. Irish whip. Off the ropes. That's the clothesline. No one home with the back fist. And spine buster. Anderson style leg hook. 2 and no. And what a fight this has been. MLP Canadian Tag Team titles on the line. The Good Brothers making their first defense. Oh, we all know what's coming here.
We do.
The crosshair up. Loaded up. Gun. No. Into the
Great
corner.
counter.
Oh, double boots. And Carl Anderson now second over the outside. What? Wait a minute. What? Whoa, Sheldon Jean with that title belt. And Doc Gallows, that huge thrust.
Great idea, poorly executed by Sheldon Jean. What is this?
Banks! Banks with the belt! The gold's out of the safe! 2, and the check is cashed with new tag team champion.
The winners of this match and new
capture the tag title.
Just goes to show you, you never know what's going to take place on an MLP show.
Incredible victory. And fans, as the new champs celebrate, we're going to head to Sale Eterna, who's standing by with Giselle Shaw.
Tonight you put your Women's Canadian Championship on the line against Deonna Purrazzo. However, it was Purrazzo who beat you last night for...
She what?
Beat you?
Yes. Yeah, she beat me in pure wrestling, Sam. I mean, you might as well have just told me that she beat me in a game of Connect 4. Pure wrestling is not pro wrestling. And as far as pro wrestling is concerned, I am the best that Canada has to offer, hence why I have the hardware to prove it. So yes, Deonna, you can be the queen of technicality, because that is how you beat me, through technicality. But I am the queen of Canadian wrestling. So tonight, I hope you're ready for some pro wrestling, because I am going to break your arm, bitch.
Well, that match happens next, but let's take a look at what did happen last night.
Well, last night it was a heck of a confrontation decided under the Ring of Honor Pure Rules. Champion Deonna Purrazzo put her title on the line against MLP Women's Canadian Champion Giselle Shaw. It was back and forth. Deonna coming in 11-0 under the Pure Rules in ROH. Had a decisive technical advantage and continued to look for that Fujiwara armbar throughout the bout. Giselle Shaw, a few well-timed counters, some high-impact moves of her own, swung the pendulum in the challenger's favor, including a beautiful anarchist suplex. It was a swing and a miss, and when the match turned to more of a fight, the shock and awe put the momentum in the column of the challenger. Deonna Purrazzo, though, equipped with technicality to spare, locked in the Fujiwara. Giselle trying to counter, trying to fight. The second arm was grabbed. The Venus de Milo was cinched. Deonna Purrazzo left Global Wars last night as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. Tonight, though, the MLP Canadian Women's Championship is on the line, and this time, Deonna Purrazzo will challenge for Shaw's title. It's a rematch with the MLP Women's title at stake. Met this woman when she was 18 years old, coming through the world-famous Monster Factory to compete. So proud to see her ascension globally as we take it to Bobby Cruz, who will introduce our competitors once they reach the ring for this huge high-stakes championship bout.
I love high stakes. I mean, this is on the line, bad blood, two great performers, two great wrestlers that don't like each other. Doesn't get better than that, Ian.
Well, and of course, these two very familiar with one another, not only last night, but 3-2 record. Deonna Purrazzo with the slight edge, each woman knowing each other inside and out.
Absolutely. And I think it really is going to be a case of there's different rules tonight. And in Giselle Shaw's mind, there are no rules.
Well, we shall see. Giselle Shaw made history, becoming the inaugural MLP Women's Canadian Champion, facing the inaugural Women's Pure Rules Champion, both barrier breakers, both trailblazers, and both have a lot of bad blood for one another. This one's become personal. The rematch signed almost in record time, Don. It was a 27 minutes last night from bell to when the ink dried.
When it's right, Ian.
And here tonight, MLP Canadian Women's Championship on the line. Giselle Shaw, a lot to be proud of, but will pride come before the fall as we take it to our ring announcer, Bobby Cruz, for our championship introductions.
Full-weight contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the MLP Canadian Women's Championship. Introducing first to my right, the challenger. Wrestling out of Hackettstown, New Jersey, she is representing ROH, and she is the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Wrestling Champion, the Virtuosa Diana Purrazzo.
The first and inaugural ROH Pure Women's Champion.
Her opponent to my left is wrestling out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. She is representing MLP, and she is the MLP Canadian Women's Champion, Giselle Shaw.
Despite being from Windsor, Giselle Shaw hasn't made many friends in her hometown.
Well, people are very jealous of Giselle. There's no question about that. And I mean, what I like is whatever happened in the past is the past, because she's in here tonight like it's the first time they're wrestling, full of confidence and ready to rock and roll.
And Diana Purrazzo has an opportunity to add to her championship collection that began at Final Battle 2025. As we are circling here, nice collar and elbow tie. Going to be interesting to see if Diana, a lot of her offense down is predicated into trapping her opponents into rope breaks, to maybe using almost a Jedi mind trick to get them to exhaust the rope breaks. Those rope breaks, it will break anything here tonight. Great exchange.
Yeah, Diana is well seasoned. I mean, she's a veteran. She's, of course, wrestles the Ring of Honor pure style, but also is an experienced person in other styles. I think we'll see that tonight. I think the difference is Giselle Shaw is mean and nasty. I mean, let's just call it like it is.
I've seen Diana Purrazzo speak at those state assembly hearings in New Jersey, fighting for the kids of her hometown. She can be mean and nasty when the cause is right as well, in the best way possible. Waistlock here. Side headlock. Exchange, and it is Shaw, and there's the mean and nasty down, grabbing the head of hair as she punts down the knee, collapsing it to grab a side headlock of her own for Shaw.
I always thought if you have long hair in wrestling, expect it to get pulled.
Is that why you eventually shaved yours?
Correct.
Look at that. A nice ankle lock to the right side. Shaw breaking it up. Coming in shoulder, Shaw. Oh, uh-oh. And that's that arm last night, Don, that the Venus de Milo was cinched in on. That Fujiwara. Oh,
ouch.
And that arm, that elbow, that shoulder, and gonna force Shaw to use her right. And there's a close fist, Don, which last night expressly prohibited.
Well, she said she was gonna use everything in her arsenal, and she's doing that so far. And I think this is smart. Rough Diana up a little bit.
And you don't often see that in the pure rules. I think athletes lose sight of it. I think they get spooked by the rules a little bit. Oh, look at that Fujiwara! And Shaw going to the ropes.
No penalty for a rope break here, right, Ian?
No penalties for rope breaks in our MLP Canadian Women's Championship rulebook. Unlike the pure rules, Diana now off the ropes, charging. Whoa, baseball slide there. And it is Purrazzo who has the champion high across the chest. And oh, Shaw fighting back. Delivers another chop there. And Purrazzo.
Oh, wow.
Forearm.
Yeah, Diana can mix it up. There's no question about that.
And trying to smash the skull. Whoa! And it is Diana who delivers the skull into the apron. I'm going to say this loud and clear, fans. MLP is a inclusive environment for everyone. Hate speech not tolerated here in MLP, Ring of Honor, AEW, you name it. Oh!
Unless it's me talking about you and what a jerk you are.
Well, that's haterade. That's different.
Oh, I love that.
That's haterade from Don Callis. That's your personal brand of insults. But Don, you never attack my ethnicity, despite the fact you were surrounded by paisanos last night.
Giselle is in firm control here right now, Ian.
Absolutely. Life is too short to hate. Oh, unless you are driven by passion to capture a championship like this bout. It is Giselle Shaw motivated. And I love it here. This championship bout presented by WFCU Credit Union. Where you belong, everyone belongs here in MLP. Let's get that message loud and clear as Giselle Shaw bringing Deonna inside of the ring. Leg hook, one. So one count there.
Imagine if you're Giselle Shaw, you know, you're the MLP Women's Champion, and everyone today on the internet, everywhere you look, every coffee shop you go to, everyone's talking about Deonna Purrazzo. Has to make Giselle crazy.
Well, certainly Giselle, who made history here, she becoming the first MLP Canadian Women's Champion. Tell you what, there was a lot of pressure heading into Global Wars too, Don. It was covered in Sports Illustrated, highlighting the all-star commentary team, the huge championship bouts. And Purrazzo and Shaw certainly part of that.
Oh, Lord.
One of the main attractions here tonight. Top of the card, marquee attraction for Shaw. Maybe the pressure's off a little bit now that she's defending her home turf instead of trying to capture new turf.
Referee concerned with some justification about the state of the arm and shoulder of Deonna Purrazzo.
And Shaw delivering a forearm there. And Shaw going corner to corner. Oh. Driving that running European uppercut. And again, not unlike your former charge, Kenny Omega, Don.
Can we get through a broadcast without talking about Kenny Omega?
Whoa! That's a high compliment. And that was a high kick from Purrazzo. The wrist lock here. Whoa! Kenny Omega might be my favorite Canadian wrestler.
Oh, you're making me sick right now.
Purrazzo, the wrist lock here. Giselle Shaw making that case, though, as Canadian Women's Champion. Deonna Purrazzo looking to capture that title, bring it back across the border. Whoa, shoulder to shoulder. And both women's shoulders. The pain radiating.
What I love here is both women are trying to make it their match. Neither are entirely succeeding, which is why it's back and forth, which we love.
Well, I think Deonna did a great job of taking Giselle out of her comfort zone last night. Giselle doing a little bit more in her column tonight. Whoa! And giving up the shoulder and the skull there.
That was impressive by Deonna. Breaking the grip of Giselle Shaw.
And Don, we called it last night. Tonight, I think, might be exceeding the bar that was set by these two great athletes with the MLP Women's Canadian Championship on the line. Look at this sold-out crowd here. MLP Uprising. And the forearm across the jaw. Deonna strikes again. But Shaw delivering the fist again, Don.
Absolutely.
Those fists prohibited last night, not afraid to use them here tonight. Swing and a miss on the clothesline. Oh, Deonna with a big clothesline, and another. And the challenger, that running knee lift, likes the side rush and gets it here. And wait a minute.
Here we go.
Fujiwara. Whoa, Giselle powers out of it. Deonna couldn't keep it locked in. Well, we talked about our great credit union sponsor. Those deposits into the shoulder of Deonna and the elbow preventing cover to the challenger from fully locking in that Fujiwara.
Deonna has switched the momentum here.
Ooh, Deonna looking for that Gotch-style pile driver. Giselle smartly sinking the hips.
The beautiful simplicity there. Just bend down so she can't hook it.
Oh, from both athletes this time, Deonna. Ooh, great job by Giselle. Now sending Deonna, the challenger, into the corner. It's Giselle. High up the arm and the shoulder. Front face lock here. And anarchist suplex. Rolling through, leg hooks, cover, 2. Love the little details there. Don, Giselle rolling Diana away from the ropes. Fujiwara of her own here. And this variation of the Fujiwara.
Great base. I love the base that Giselle has right now as she cranks back on that arm.
And Diana trying to power through it. Trying to get her grip, but trying to fight through into a stack. Cover. 2. Defense into offense there as both athletes back to their feet with a spear. Shaw with a spear. 2.
Very smart by Diana. She was in that arm bar, and Giselle had one choice. Keep the arm bar and get pinned, or let go of the arm bar. She let go of it, but followed it up with a great spear. Almost cut Diana in 2.
Well, this is the development and the evolution of Giselle Shaw. Giselle Shaw 6 months ago, a year ago, might not have had the presence of mind to get right back up and deliver that spear. But as Giselle Shaw has grown and developed into one of the great athletes in our sport, an incredible move, and now gathering her composure, her breath, looking to hit the final shot to retain the MLP Canadian Women's title. And now perching the ROH Women's Pure Champion up top.
Giselle needs to continue to apply the pressure to Deonna Purrazzo.
Shots to the skull, those closed fists. In a pure match, she would have been disqualified by now, Don.
Who cares? It doesn't matter tonight.
That's right. All the way up top. Uh-oh, Diana. Whoa! Intensity ratcheting up. The quick kick to the spine. Deonna Purrazzo, the blood boiling. Oh, Lord. You don't mess with a Jersey girl. Purrazzo leg hook. 2. Oh, and into the arm. The arm is caught.
She's got it. She's got it.
Champion's arm was caught on the kick out. Presence of mind of Purrazzo. Oh, look at this, all the way back. All the way back, even. It's like a Fujiwara, but also with a hammerlock. Giselle gets the ropes. Giselle getting to the ropes.
Great move by Giselle Shaw. Great ring awareness, or she would have been looking at a submission, I believe.
Well, I think that's where Shaw has the advantage. Those long limbs, they can be caught easier from Purrazzo, but they can also get to the ropes faster. And Diana trying to see if Shaw is fluent in Purrazzo here. The Fire Women's carry around the waist, into the ropes. It is Shaw. Shaw, the ropes caught by Diana. And that, whoa, and how many times do you see Diana go to the ropes, Don? Hardly ever.
Great back elbow there by Giselle to the back of the neck of Deonna Purrazzo. Diana smartly grabbing the rope and switching her positioning with Giselle.
And both women locking wrists, swing and a miss, and now the full Nelson, shock, and plants the skull. No, Purrazzo. Shaw with the cover. And again, going for the cover. I like this. 2, great strategy there. Forcing Diana to keep moving. The champion, 2.
Giselle gave up on that second pin attempt. I'm not sure why. Didn't like what she was feeling.
And Shaw mounting Purrazzo. These closed fists again. Diana might not know how to react to these, Don.
Well, if she's smart, she'd cover up and try to get out of the ring, because that's not a position you want to find yourself in 15 minutes into a match.
Well, her last 12 bouts have been in pure rules, Don. It's crazy to think about. 12 singles bouts in a row where your opponent can't do that. And having to respond to it.
Yeah, Diana is not someone to be trifled with. As you said, grew up tough in New Jersey.
Slap for slap. And this is crazier than any fight I've seen on Real Housewives. Shout out Bergen County.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oakland, New Jersey, they're going for the hair now.
This is nasty, Ian.
And this is why I don't mess with my mother-in-law, Don. That's the Jersey Fire. That's the Windsor Fire. And 2 great athletes trying to find a different place on the dial, a different frequency than they've gone to before. Because both of them so evenly matched. Oh! And Shaw is rocked.
This is a war of attrition right now, Ian. Who's gonna back down?
Both on spaghetti legs. Shaw, Peraza, Shaw, challenger, champion, back and forth. It's Peraza landing 5 in a row. Off the ropes, likes the lariat. Coming through, back elbow. Shaw rattles the challenger.
Gianna able to turn away from that and follow with a great boot.
Now off the ropes. It's Peraza who eats that running jungle kick there.
I love seeing referees get obliterated.
Now, did Shaw, wait a minute. Now, was that incidental or, into the steel post. That damaged shoulder, the damaged shoulder of Peraza. Oh, goodness. Wow! Shaw taking full advantage. Whoa! And now both arms. Don, she's got.
Yeah, perfect. Jam it in there.
No. And, Diana's hand might be broken. That elbow might be snapped.
That referee is out, and I mean, he hasn't moved.
Well, that pump kick landing flush across the jaw of our official. And I don't know. I think Shaw either sidestepped that. I'm not calling Shaw a cheater. May have intentionally directed that fire at the official.
Quit gaslighting her.
Oh, Don, I didn't see it clearly.
Of course.
But you just get the feeling that's all 1, 2, 3. Caught! And that STF into the Fujiwara, but Diana can't lock it in, the damage.
The referee is out anyway.
And Diana can't move that left shoulder. It was damaged last night, continues to be damaged tonight. And Shaw trying to get to the ropes in the ultimate irony. The Venus de Milo.
Oh my God, brutal. She's lost one though.
Great counter, wait a minute, back to the counter on the Fujiwara. Fujiwara locked in, wrenched in. Shaw in trouble. Shaw's gonna tap, but the referee's not gonna see it. The referee's not gonna see it. Diana has no idea the official didn't see the tap. Looks like Diana realizing now that victory has not been declared.
Wake up, doofus.
As Diana, that left arm hanging by bone and sinew, looking for that Gotch-style pile driver. Hands, the fingers locked, Shaw dropping down. Diana's got nothing left in that left arm, Don.
No, she's done. I mean, I don't know. I hope she didn't tear a rotator cuff.
Well,
what did Giselle? Giselle! Those are brass knuckles!
Those are brass knuckles! And closed fist legal, but brass knuckles are not outside of the view of our referee. The cover! No!
Wow! The winner of this match, and still MLP Canadian Women's Champion, Giselle Shaw.
An incredible bout. Both women turning up the dial, but tuning in the frequency. That of unsavory competition. Giselle Shaw, perhaps out of desperation, Don, had a secret weapon planted for just this situation. Victorious Giselle Shaw here at Uprising as we head toward MLP's next huge event on April 17th, Multiverse. Well, what a huge announcement. Our first match announced for Multiverse MLP coming to Vegas April 17th. Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and ROH legend Amazing Red taking on the Rascals in Sin City, Las Vegas, Don.
Absolutely, that's going to be one for the ages, Mr. Riccaboni.
It's going to be incredible. 6 men that will certainly be flying high when MLP comes to Vegas. But 6 men will be competing here tonight. The prize couldn't be higher. The interim MLP Canadian Championship is on the line in an elimination challenge. 2 men will start. A pin or submission will decide the next man that comes in. The last man remaining will become the interim MLP Canadian Champion. Our main event is now.
This is your MLP Uprising main event. It is a 6-man elimination challenge to crown the interim MLP Canadian Champion. Participant number 1, accompanied by the Swirl, wrestling out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, weighing 223 pounds. He's representing ROH and the Lethal Twist, Lethal!
The man they call the franchise in ROH. The most combined days as Ring of Honor World Champion. The most combined days as ROH Television Champion. Grand Slam Champion. Knows a little thing or two about gold. The unfortunate draw at number 1. Let's see who drew number 2 in our Elimination Challenge. Oh!
Whoa! Participant number 2 is wrestling out of London, England, weighing 207 pounds. He's representing Red Pro, Michael Oku.
Love this kid.
What a tremendous athlete. Former Rev Pro champion, a title held by Will Ospreay, one of the longest reigning Rev Pro champions, Michael Oku. And a little bit of history between Lethal and Oku. Lethal picking up a victory over Oku in Ring of Honor. But I'll tell you what, even in the last year, Michael Oku growing by leaps and bounds. Last two Global Wars events, 2 victories for Oku. If there's 2 athletes that can go the distance, Don, I think we're seeing them here. That's the silver lining. Unfortunately, both of these men starting things off.
You know what, I'll say this. I've got my guys I like. Obviously, the guys I love are in my group. But I see guys that are not in my group in AEW. And to me, Jay Lethal is a wrestler's wrestler. He's a guy that I love to watch because everything is perfect. His timing is perfect. His positioning is perfect. And we'll see if he can be that perfect he'll need to be against Michael Oku.
Certainly will. And fans, we quickly review the rules of this bout. A decision will eliminate the competitor who has been decided, meaning if there's a pinfall or submission or disqualification or count out, that man's eliminated. The winner stays. Winner stays in the ring until we get to 2 final competitors. When we get to 2, the last man standing becomes the interim MLP Canadian Champion.
I'm glad you're here to explain how things work because I'd be lost. You're pretty good, actually. I take back everything I've ever said about you.
Thank you, Don.
Other than the nerd part.
Well, I'll resemble that remark, so that's all right. It's been fun working with you as we are in our main event. Looking for the quick roll-up, and I think, you know, interesting, maybe both athletes going for a quick pin here, Don, because they know the road ahead. If they're going to win, it's going to be long. And the roll-up here from Oku.
And if you're Jay Lethal in this match, I think the game plan is don't let Michael Oku get going with too much offense.
Swing and a miss on the clothesline there, looking for the O'Connor roll, gets it. Now off the ropes, Oku to the outside shoulder to the midsection. It is Oku. Apron, sunset flip, series of covers, 1. Lethal with a counter. Oku, 2 count. Lethal, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. And this match brought to you by The Count on Sesame Street. Cover 2, and Oku almost steals one there.
Oku famously set the world on fire wrestling that scumbag piece of garbage Will Ospreay last year.
And look at this, the forearms exchanged. And the count not really presenting this bout. It, of course, is presented by Leona. Feel the power.
Feel the power, brother.
Off the ropes. Whoa! Look at this, it's lethal. Those heavy hands up and over. Lethal and caught the backslide. Oku, 2. Oh, looking for that scorpion backslide. Couldn't get the scorpion part. It's Oku. Big boot there, sends Lethal to the outside. We are moving fast and furious. Both men looking for quick victories to end the first fall of this bout. And Lethal baseball slide out of the apron. And Lethal through the legs. And triangle drop kick there. And the pace is high and fast. Oku getting a deep breath. And one thing usually comes out of this, Don. Killer Oku! The Fosberries, they taste like Fosberries, Don.
Lovely.
Great Canadian Olympian perfected that move.
He did.
And Michael Oku translating it into a language known worldwide, professional wrestling. And it is Oku sending Lethal back in. And fans, don't forget, with the huge announcement of MLP coming to TSN, the brand new MLP Mayhem Series. It will be taped right here in St. Clair College, Windsor. Wait a minute.
Look at this.
Oh, that knee, I'm sorry. Windsor, Ontario, June 12th, 13th, August 7th. Oh, my goodness.
Jay Lethal, veteran move, didn't give the referee time or space to unhook the leg of Michael Oku.
Oh, and Lethal wants the count out.
Of course he does.
I don't blame him. Might have a knee injury on the scale of Josh Alexander. That is the reason the title is being...
Why do you have to bring this up? You're upsetting me now. I love Josh Alexander. He's one of my boys.
I do too, but Don, unfortunately, I have to tell the truth.
That's always been your problem. Too honest.
It's gotten me into trouble in the past. As we have an 8. And Oku, wait a minute, trying to beat the 10. He does. That knee hobble, though. That's going to take a lot of Oku's offense away, Don.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, you know, fortune favors the bold if you're Jay Lethal here.
And delivering the shots to the skull. Lethal loves that figure 4. Maybe softening the knee up, the leg up.
As I was saying, people talk about the excellence of execution. Overused word, but when I watch Jay Lethal, those are the words that come to mind.
And cover here, 2, taking advantage of that fortuitous knee getting snapped over that middle rope, trying to keep Oku grounded in more ways than one. And Don, do you think that either athlete's even looking past one another here, or is their focus remaining on one another?
You know, I think it's always a mistake in competitive sports to look past anything. You've got to be in the moment. That's what made Michael Jordan great. He was in the moment. Jay Lethal's in the moment. Oku, I think, is wondering now, what do I do with my game plan with this bad wheel?
Off the ropes, oh goodness.
Look at that. I mean.
Bullseye, target hit. Lethal, who was looking for that quick pin early, now ready to take his time, make sure the damage is done to that right knee. Let's take another look, Don. Precision shot there.
Here's the great thing about Jay Lethal. A lot of wrestlers would stay on the same leg. He's worked both legs.
Right.
Don't give the guy an opportunity to hop around and hit you with something. Cripple him.
And go, cripple. All the way up top, it's Lethal. Looking for hail to the king. Taking the deep breath. The inhale. Oh. Blocking, caught. Figure 4. Oh, cradle here, cradle. Just a 1 count. Oku couldn't hang on. It's back elbow from Oku. Staggering around. Oh, gives up the leg to deliver the shot on Lethal. Second rope on the inside. Lethal staggered. Oh, but that leg so damaged on that he can't even capitalize.
Yeah, it's a tough position for the kid, you know. He would normally follow up with a lot of explosive offense. Hard to do that when one of the wheels is off the car.
And who knows the damage. Those tendons, those ligaments that hold the knee together. Oku very bravely fighting through the pain right now. Oh, that heavy right hand blocked by Oku, and a forearm of his own delivered. Wow! Lethal frustrated now. Whoa! Look out. And Oku with a little bit of a reach advantage here.
It's hard to get a lot of those punches when you don't have a good, strong base.
Around the world DDT, hobbling over, leg hook, cover. Two. Lethal able to kick out. That was close though. Two count only.
Jay Lethal knows he has time to recover because of the bad leg of Michael Oku.
And remember, fans, one of these athletes has to turn around immediately and face one of our 4 remaining competitors until there is just one athlete left. They will become the interim MLP Canadian champion.
And I promise you that I will be keeping a close eye on the recovery of Josh Alexander. And he will be that champion again.
And Oku says it's time to go to work. Loves that half crab, the master of the half crab. Oh! Lethal fighting his way out of it there. Oh! Oh! Lethal combination. And Jay Lethal now.
Watch out now. He knows how to put this on.
Oh, catches the other leg.
Nice, nice.
And that's why Lethal worked on both legs. Don, you called it.
Yeah, this is a young kid. He should give up right now. He's got a promising career ahead of him, but not if Lethal snaps that leg.
Oku in danger directly in that center of the ring. They couldn't have cut the ring in half better. And listen to Lethal just trash talk Oku. Oh, goodness. One. And Oku's got to make some kind of move here.
Jay Lethal keeping his head and neck away from Michael Oku's reach. Every time Oku sits up, Lethal sits back, takes himself out of the danger zone.
And Oku
look at that.
Gets to the ropes. It's Lethal. It's only a matter of time now as Lethal wrenching in the figure 4. And Oku trying to power out of it. And that might be his only shot here. The ropes didn't work. The hips didn't work. The upper body might. And Lethal's leg was damaged earlier by those attacks by Oku. Oh, grabbing the leg. It's Oku looking for the half crab. Can he get Lethal over? He does. Half crab cinched in.
He can't squat down with it properly because of his knee.
And Lethal in a table position, alleviating some but not all of the pain. It's Lethal. It's wrenched in now as that leg slips out. Lethal's gonna tap.
Needs to reach back and ankle lock him.
Lethal back again that table.
Or just karate chop that right knee. He can reach it.
And spinning through the heel to the collarbone. And Lethal, pushing Oku into the corner. High impact, watch out. Oku coming through your screen. We take another look. Look at the impact on this time. Not wearing 3D glasses, folks.
Jay Lethal has got very strong legs, as you can see.
And Lethal representing Ring of Honor for so long as its standard bearer, its flagship, its franchise. See a lot of Michael Oku in himself, he once said. But Oku in trouble here as Lethal dragging the carcass of Oku. Second rope on the inside. Oku trying to block that. And Lethal was trying to superplex Oku to the outside, Don. As Oku.
If I'm Oku with that bad wheel, I don't want to be standing on those cables.
Trying to hang, yeah, you're right, Don. Look at this, losing his balance, has to readjust. Oh! And it was Lethal who smartly put Oku in this position to begin with. Whoa! Oh!
Wow, he got all of that, didn't he?
Yes, sir. One last burst of energy. Oku, second rope on the inside. Looking for something big, something to change the tide. Oh, no, for Oku. Oh, landed on that knee.
Yeah.
That knee bounced off the mat. Hail to the kick. Caught. 1, 2. Oku got it. Oku got it.
Jay Lethal has been eliminated.
And in the blink of an eye, the franchise is gone.
I don't wonder whether Oku suckered him in by crying out in pain. Lethal got cocky, thought he's done, and got caught in that crucifix roll-up.
Would have been a smart move for the young Oku, who now might get fed to the lion.
Entrant number 3 will be accompanied by Aurora.
Oh, no! And we are off as Rohan Raja. The Grail holder smelling blood in the water. Over 500 days. Believe, oh goodness, that he should have been handed the interim title. Cover 2, making quick work of Oku.
I love that.
Has been eliminated.
Aurora Tevis serving as the distraction with that champion's grail, and it is Rohan Raja able to get the attack.
Entrant number 4, representing MLP, Rich Swann.
And Rich Swann changing the mood here, switching things up. Oh, Don, you can keep your clothes on.
Oh, yeah, I love Rich Swann. I love me some Rich Swann. Yeah, baby.
Well, Rich Swann bringing the party. Look at that. Oh, wait a minute, Aurora Tevis. Aurora Tevis, who...
Everyone wants a piece of Rich Swann, well, not just me.
Oh, no. Raja, another quick victory here. Oh! And looking for the quick submission. Remember, Tevis last night grabbed the leg of Stu Grayson, which in my opinion turned the tide of that Grail
Wow,
match.
that is a painful hole.
Wow, the knee, all that pressure on it, Don, and the choke here. And this might be a blood oxygen choke. Look at the positioning of that forearm and the huge bulging biceps of Rohan Raja.
He's cranking on that knee too. This is brutal. I like this hold. Lost control of it though.
And Swann trying to scoot out amateur style into the cover 2. That front stack gets 2. Swann back to his feet. But Raja again with that sleeper pulled through by Swann. It's Raja back to his feet. Into the corner, no one home. Big boot for Rich Swann. Second rope on the inside, caught by Swann. And
look at that.
Oh, avalanche hurricanrana.
Rich Swann, former Impact Wrestling World Champion. Back when I was running the joint, very impressive young man.
Cover 2. Battle between he and Kenny Omega, one for the ages. Wouldn't be a shocker to see Rich Swann leave as interim champion here tonight. And look at Aurora Tevis getting involved here. Yes. Whoa!
Land on his feet. Rich Swann making it look easy here tonight in Windsor.
And a little bit of a preemptive victory lap. Oh, and almost a screen there by Tevis. We take a look here. The cannonball landing on his feet all night long. Rich Swann. And here's a man with the endurance. Now, after last night's bout against Ricochet, though, Don.
What is this?
Oh, and you can't, wait a minute.
Very unlike Rich Swann.
And I'm with Aurora Tevis. I mean, use the, well, if you use it as an offensive weapon, it's a disqualification, but he's just giving Raja a seat here.
If you think that's all he's got in mind, you haven't been paying attention.
Breaking the count. Rich Swann trying to get his speed up here. We talked about great Olympians, maybe looking for some Ben Johnson style sprinting.
Ben Johnson, a tremendous Canadian cheater.
Also one of the fastest men in the world at one point. Love that momentum. Oh,
here he goes.
Here comes Swann. Oh! Is it a plane? Is it a bird? Well, let's split the difference. Let's say it's a swan.
One more time.
Party, fiesta, forever. Goodness.
Little too much party and not enough business from Rich Swann right now.
Yeah, not dancing on the ceiling, looking at the ceiling now was Rich Swann. There's Rohan Raja now with an opportunity here to change the tide.
Rohan Raja is one of those old school complete wrestlers.
Second rope on the inside here. Rohan Raja with an opportunity. Whoa! Kick finds the crevice between the breastplate and the jaw of Rohan Raja with the interim MLP Canadian Championship hanging in the balance here. Riccaboni, Don Callis. Elimination challenge to decide the interim title. Oh. And the quick jabs.
Southpaw styling by Rich Swann.
Oh, ducks the clothesline. Beautiful neck breaker there. And Rich Swann. Whoa! The frog splash 10, no!
Great strong kick out there by Raja.
And both these men had grueling bouts just last night at Global Wars. You got to think the stamina still high for both these men at 24 hours to recuperate.
Swann showing that power, picking up the bigger man, but loses it into a sleeper.
Sleeper once again for Raja. The holder of the Champion's Grail, 500 days, believes that he should be the anointed one. He should be the interim champion. And Swann's out, Don. The lights are turned off for Swann. Oh, maybe not. Whoa!
Tremendous counter, albeit with the hair.
Wow! Cover to the cutter almost does it for Swann. Oh, I love Swann staying right on Raja here. Now second rope on the inside. Cover to Swann does not eliminate Raja.
Referee looked a little out of position there. That might have cost Rich Swann a 3 count.
As you take a look at the massage of Aurora Tevis. On the outside, second rope on the inside for Swann, looking for it again, and Tevis cost Stu Grayson the mount last night. 450, too much time.
Oh, ouch.
Too much time. And Raja, oh, a lung blower. Swann is staggered and planted, skull first. Leg is hooked. Rohan Raja eliminates Swann.
Rich Swann has been eliminated.
Tough break for Rich Swann. He's looked great since he's been here in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, but Raja with a great follow-through.
One, Raja!
Entrant number 5, representing MLP, Stu Grayson.
Has to look into the not-so-distant past. The man who came up just short of dethroning Raja last night. We've already seen Tevis get involved here tonight. Last night it was Grayson who took the fight to Raja. We're off, and again looking to do the same thing this time. Raja smartly anticipates Grayson's fast twitch and gets out of dodge.
Grayson is a dangerous, dangerous guy. Great wrestler, better martial artist.
And Raja, who we see the blood emerging from the top of the skull and across the eyebrow, just above the nose. How will that factor in, Don?
Well, I can tell you this, Stu Grayson's not shy about going after a cut. He'll definitely do all of that.
And 2 wounds on the face of Raja. And we are at 8. Raja re-enters the ring. Oh, gets right back out, and this is just smart wrestling, Don. Raja needs a breather. He's eliminated 2 athletes, 2 of the best in the world.
You know, these fans are booing Raja, but he's doing the smart thing. He's allowing himself time to recover, trying to slow down that energy that emanates from the body, from every pore of Stu Grayson.
Oh, the blood just pouring out now. And
look at that dummy.
I know hey, Don. They're great paying fans here.
I'm going to wait for him in the parking lot.
They've sold out St. Clair College here. We're back up to 8. And Raja, oh, this time Grayson going to the outside. And the fight has come to Rohan Raja.
Yeah, if you're Raja, you don't want to make this a striking battle with Stu Grayson.
Aurora Tevis once again in a repeat of last night. Raja's going to do it again. Raja's going to do it again. Handful of tights, only it's 2 9/10. Swing and a miss there. Oh! The Pele. It's Grayson. Stu Grayson. Oh, nightfall was almost upon us. Tevis getting involved again.
They need to send her back to Alabama.
And that's the right call.
There you go.
That's the right call. Tevis factoring in 1 decision.
Rohan Raja doesn't need help. I know that.
Oh, we saw that it certainly helped get Raja across the finish line last night. And Raja's got to be careful here. A count out will eliminate Raja. And we are at 6. Raja's got to be careful. I think his insurance policy has been cashed in, Don. And we are back inside the ring. Oh! The high knee! And Don, those knees can become a precursor. Looking for, once again, Grayson. Nightfall.
Oh, Lord.
Is upon us. 2. Grayson's eliminated Raja.
Rohan Raja has been eliminated.
One of the skeletons that has haunted the closet of Stu Grayson has been eviscerated. But unfortunately, the battle moves to the high seas as the octopus enters this elimination challenge. One of these 2 men will become the interim MLP Canadian champion.
Well, this is big problems for Stu Grayson because Raja just did a number on him, and what's waiting there is this animal.
Oh, Raja. Absolutely frustrated. I understand why, but I cannot fathom to begin that level of depravity you must have. And now Raja locking eyes. I don't think Gresham likes this, Don.
Well, if he's smart, he'll go take advantage of it. I don't know what he's waiting for.
And look at Raja telling him, go for it.
Raja's like, what's your problem?
Jonathan Gresham is a man that led a group known as the Foundation in Ring of Honor.
Okay.
About pure wrestling, about doing things the right way, captured the Ring of Honor.
So he's one of these nice guys, these howdy-doodies like you.
Wouldn't go that far, Don, but
No.
I would say this. He's a man of respect, and he wants to compete. And Gresham making sure.
What's next? You're going to give the guy a timeout? Get to business. Take him down. Stretch him. Pull his eye out. Sickening display of sportsmanship.
And the former Ring of Honor World Champion, Jonathan Gresham. In there with Stu Grayson. The big one has slipped through his fingers, whether it was the NWA World Championship or whether last night it was the Champion's Grail. And Gresham looks in phenomenal shape, of course. Gresham valiantly returning from a life-threatening stroke that he suffered.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
And has come back better than ever in championship caliber. Waistlock here has resumed worldwide travel, including weeks and months in Europe to hone his craft to continue to wrestle as one of the best in the world.
Gresham is an impressive guy, and I think the thing about Gresham is he's so different from everybody else, he's hard to prepare for.
And again, a sign of respect.
If I'm Stu Grayson, I'm going to turn this into a striking match. I don't want to be on the mat with Jonathan Gresham.
Well, that's a problem that many athletes have faced against Gresham, because if you go strike for strike, Gresham will just catch your wrist, he'll catch your leg. He's a great submission artist. Look at that. Oh, but holding on, Grayson. Grayson can take it to the mat too. Front face lock here. It's Grayson with the wrist lock. Gresham rolling through. Gresham grabbing a hold of Grayson's wrist. Can't pry it free. He does now. Wrist lock here. High wrist lock. Trying to slip through, does is Grayson. Fireman's carry, holds on to the wrist, locking into this great armbar. Gresham smartly, though, getting back to a vertical base into the ropes.
Gresham's one of those guys would have fit in well 100 years ago, wrestling Frank Gotch or George Hackenschmidt. He's got that old school style, knows how to stretch you from multiple angles.
Reminds me of the great Canadian whipper, Billy Watson. Oh, now, and I think Gresham has seen what he needs to see. I think he sees that Grayson is in a proper place and state of mind and physicality to compete here. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw Gresham turn up the dial a little bit. That respect is there from Gresham to Grayson, where the stakes can't be higher here. The interim MLP Canadian title on the line. Nice drop down. Whoa, catch there, 1, 2, and Grayson. Oh. Great Irish whip exchange, duck down. Jonathan Gresham comes high, Grayson even higher.
Great counter by Grayson.
Big drop kick there, and Grayson sending Gresham to the apron there. And Gresham swinging a miss, sweeping the leg, and down goes Gresham. And Grayson.
Want to say something true?
Well, whoa! That stalling plancha to the apron as Grayson connects. And I'm with you at this point, Don. Maybe Gresham made a huge mistake, a miscalculation for not taking immediate advantage of the situation Rohan Raja
I think
put in front of him. Oh! Ouch! Gresham regretting it after that, that's for sure. Ooh.
And that's not a chop, that's a knife edge thrust. Those are nasty by Gresham.
Oh, look at this. Gresham looking for a timeout here. Trying to recuperate. Gresham. Wrist tape coming off here. Oh, behind the referee's back.
I was about to say, you know, one of the advantages Gresham has is everyone thinks he's Mr. Sportsmanship. And then he goes and tags you in the nuts. I mean, what a great move by Jonathan Gresham.
A checking of the package that Ship Nerd would have been proud of. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we all know that feeling, huh, Don?
What's that? Well, once yours drop, I'm sure you'll have some familiarity with it.
And And the field goal connected by Gresham, just a little bit shorter here in Canada. And the wrist lock here. Ooh. Wrenching the wrist into a trap, looking for a pin. And now both. Ooh. Gresham trying to cinch that arm down, looking for two. And Grayson's fighting this with everything he's got here, Don. The cover, two. Ooh. Gresham grabbing a hold of the digits. Ow. Folks, don't try that at home. Oh. And the hand.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, this hurts me just looking at it.
Manipulating the joints. Two. Grayson has to kick out there, but the pressure on the kick out went right into Gresham's game plan. Crucifix here. Two count only. Back up to their feet. Arm drag.
Jack Briscoe-esque deep arm drag by Jonathan Gresham. And this is precisely where Stu Grayson does not want to find himself.
Ooh. And wrenching the ankle, now stepping into the armpit. A lot of pressure there going back. And into a standing hammerlock. And the Stu Sweet Chance crowd has their favorite here, Don.
Oh, they do, but Jonathan Gresham right now is in all kinds of control.
Can't quite get the wrist that he wanted.
There you go, there you go.
Now the involuntary movement created by those knuckles to the obliques and the rib cage.
Should have kneed him right in the liver.
And a standing version of the Fujiwara. Oh, that is toying with Grayson and toying with this crowd. Having a good time here in the main event, but Gresham can turn up the speed and the volume.
Yeah, he can, and he will.
The interim Canadian Championship here in MLP will be decided. It's Gresham now with the ankle in addition to both arms done. Oh, and again, the reason Gresham can do this is because he's so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness. On this groin stretch. No, don't. Oh. Throwing the groin into this, almost the spladle, too. Half spladle trap gets two on the drag, countered. Head scissor there. Bouncing up, and Grayson returns. That arm is damaged. Don't know if he got all of it.
Great recovery there by Stu Grayson.
Front face lock here. MLP interim title hanging in the balance. Gresham drops the knee to block the suplex. It is Grayson maneuvering for another. Instead, Gresham goes to the wrist, popping the elbow of Jonathan Gresham. Front face lock here. And Gresham now trying to get a wide base.
Gresham very powerful in the lower body and upper body for that matter.
Yeah. And Grayson able to bend those knees just a little, sink the hips, but it's Gresham ultimately, wait a minute, rolling through. Grayson has Gresham sending him. Oh no, ropes it down. Wow.
I agree with the crowd, my sentiments exactly.
And we see both men, and Grayson did not have control over that suplex. Gresham sent tumbling first. Gresham's spine smashes into the apron. Gresham maybe had better footing on the way down. Don't know how well he landed. It was all concrete and mat for Grayson, though.
Those cables will cut into your back when you roll over the top rope like that. Very, very painful. Not going to stop you from finishing the match, but very painful.
And it's both men as the title hangs in the balance. Knife edge misses, the wrist for Gresham. Slapping the wrist, Grayson misses. Gresham back to the left wrist. Swing and a miss there. And Gresham continuing his surgical, precise moves. Oh! That's a knife edge from Grayson. And Gresham into the corner, collapse there.
Watch out now. I don't know if he can get him over. He got him. Well, he really got him. Got underneath him.
Belly to belly. Gresham gonna go for another eye there. And Grayson charges, big boot. Second rope on the inside. Uh-oh. Oh! And Gresham, who is on his feet by instinct and adrenaline only, and opening for Grayson. Oh, Gresham blocks that one though. Into the ropes, looking. The O'Connor roll, cover, 2. Grayson sends Gresham. It is Grayson, that flatliner there.
Fantastic offense here from Stu Grayson. What resilience.
Springboard, the Lion Salt, cover, 2-0. And just a 2 7/8 with the interim Canadian Championship in the balance here tonight. Uprising sold out from Windsor, Ontario. History is being made before our eyes, but who will history beckon as the title is up for grabs? And look at this. TSN is the kind of action you will see as MLP Mayhem heads to TSN. A brand new television series coming your way. Right here, St. Clair College, the backside cover. 2, mark those dates down on your calendar. You will see the interim champion, whoever it may be. Grayson, beautiful DDT, 1, 2, Grayson.
Man, this is championship wrestling right here. Everything on the line. These guys are leaving it all out there in the pursuit of this interim championship.
Don, I think Grayson needs to pick it up because he cannot let the seeds of doubt sow their way into his mind. He knows the reputation he's been developing, whether it was the NWA 10 pounds of gold, whether it was the Champions Grill last night. Can he win the big one instead? Ouch. Gresham changing the tide again. And Grayson's biggest opponent might be his own state of affairs inside his mind. As Gresham able to take the wrist and tie it into a pretzel into the great roll-up 2. Oh, wow. And into a crucifix. 2, Gresham realizing the stakes quickly into the crossface here.
Great transition to a crossface by Jonathan Gresham. And notice he has the near arm, the arm nearest to the rope. Grapevine to stop a rope break.
It's making Grayson shift the hips. Great, oh! And Gresham's starting to smell blood. He's starting to smell blood as he knows how close it was to a tap and knows how close the wrist is to the ropes.
Don't let him, don't let him.
And Grayson gets to the ropes. And Gresham is worn down.
Yeah, frustration there. Gresham put everything into that submission only to see a rope break from Stu Grayson.
And the question mark from Gresham as he begins his international schedule once again. Does he have the gas tank like he used to? That is what may be rolling around the head of Gresham, inside the head of Grayson. Can he vanquish the ghosts of his past? Ooh. And Gresham with the flipper there. Forearm, oh, big right.
We said earlier, if you're Jonathan Gresham, don't get into a striking contest with Stu Grayson.
Oh, and caught. Gresham anticipating the fire in the eyes of both athletes up the ladder. Insecurity catches Grayson, the rear waist lock. And the stolen German, 2. 2.5 there. Right back to his feet though. Jonathan Gresham, interim title hanging in the balance. Again, 1, 2. Bridge gets 2. Looking for a third. It's Gresham, the former ROH World Champion, stepping on the inside. Oh.
Wow, this is tough because Gresham is a load and he's making Grayson carry that weight.
And the octopus stretch. And I'd like to be anywhere but an octopus's garden right now if I was Stu Grayson. Delivering into the throat. Oh, the neck. Wait a minute. Grayson, he lets the knife fall from that position instead. Use the momentum. Oh, Gresham just so smart. So
he
smart.
really is.
A master of the game of human chess, Jonathan Gresham, as Grayson. Look at this. Superplex. And back to his feet. Wow. Back to his feet. Grayson. Gresham up. Gresham up. Oh, the big knee. The big knee.
Grayson is feeling it now.
Stalking Gresham. Rear waist lock. The sun is setting at Uprising. If Grayson can make the knife fall like hot, yes!
Grudge has been eliminated. The winner of this match and new interim MLP Canadian champion, Stu Grayson.
If you have ever cast a doubt on yourself, if you have ever failed to reach your goal, know that the person in the mirror may be your most difficult opponent. Clearing the skeletons and ghosts of championship failure past tonight. All the glory goes to Stu Grayson, who captures the MLP Interim Canadian Championship.
Great night for Stu Grayson, fellow Canadian, and he really, truly put it all out there tonight.
A man of the people celebrating in this sold-out crowd here at St. Clair College in Windsor, Ontario, capping a history-making weekend for Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Down the superplex puts Stu Grayson in the driver's seat. Then nightfall, the cover. It was academic. And Stu Grayson vanquishes not only Rohan Raja, not only the octopus Jonathan Gresham, but also once and for all erased any doubt that he had in himself, climbing to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, absolutely. What a night in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling for Stu Grayson.